That's just too much Touhy, isn't it?
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger, ready to move out.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. There behind the glass stands a real blade of grass. Be careful as you pass. Move along, move along. Come inside, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. Not so much short, don't get your money's worth. Radio show, it had my power, you gotta see the show. It's a lot of fun. You gotta see the show. It's rock and roll.
Welcome into Touhyville for the 18th day of April 2025. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Good Friday. Welcome into the amusement park for your mind, the carnival for your cranium, the holiday for your head. I would be your host, Steve Touhy. Joining me for all the fun, Cheryl Touhy. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's going to be a gorgeous day. Absolutely gorgeous out there today. Here on Good Friday. It is also Adult Autism Awareness Day, Amateur Radio Day.
My science teacher was into
Like
amateur radio, ham
like
radio,
ham radio?
whatever. Yeah.
My dad's dad, and my grandpa, but I had two grandpas, was really into ham radio. And my dad went through a short period where he was kind of into it. My dad, for a little while there, tried to find a hobby. Never really knew what he wanted his hobby to be.
Wasn't it golf for a little bit, or
He golfed for a bit. He tried ham radio, tried Morse code. I think the ham radio thing was because of his dad.
Well, I also think ham radio in its time, because my science teacher would bring in his stuff and we'd be talking. That was before the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So you could talk to truck drivers and they'd be in Ontario, Canada, and they'd give you their ham. What was it called? The ham radio, their thing. Because I remember his was something LBQ because he kept going Lima, Bravo, Quebec,
whatever it was.
You know what I mean? So they would do the handle or whatever it is. I think it's called a handle. I don't know. But it would be really cool as kids to go, oh my gosh, we're talking with someone in Europe, or we're talking to someone here, we're talking with somebody in Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
So that was cool. And now you do that with Facebook. Now you can, I mean, when I think about the fact that I lived in Israel for 2 years, my dad had a heart attack when I was 15 and almost died. It was horrible, but then lived through that. Then I went off to Israel and they had planned to come see me, and he collapsed with an angina attack. And they said, you can't fly. You can't be without close proximity to your doctors at that point, because it was really kind of touch and go. I didn't see my parents for 2 years, but all we had was the phone.
Yeah. Well, and remember back then it was a long distance call.
Please. My parents
not even a
said,
thing now.
You cost me so much money. Do you remember when Savannah went out of the country for 10 days and we got a bill for $700 for those 7 days because she was letting everybody else use our phone,
her cell phone,
cell phone to call home. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. They needed to set that up beforehand, but because, and she had no idea that it was going to cost $700.
Right.
But we got on a plan, and whatever it was, that was what it cost my parents every month that I was in Israel. Because I just had to hear their voice. And they had to hear mine now that they didn't see me.
Right.
But they didn't recognize me. I had packed on, 65 pounds in the 2 years I was there because everything was kosher. And nothing was kosher when I was a kid. Then New York came to town. They would ship all the stuff. So we'd get really good stuff. Ding dongs, ho-hos, all that stuff. By Drake's Cakes. That was all kosher. So we at least started to get good stuff. But when I went to Israel, I hadn't had really good, I don't know what food.
Mhm.
because they had all these restaurants. So I just
Sure.
ate my way through
Mhm.
Israel for 2 years.
Right.
Great food. And came home and they walked right past me at the airport. They were late getting to the airport.
Mhm.
They didn't recognize me.
Mhm.
They walked straight past me. I had cut all my hair off. Like I had
Mhm.
like really, really short hair.
Mhm.
I was dark as dark gets from being
Mhm.
in Israel, tropical
Sure.
sun.
Mhm.
They walked right past me and didn't recognize me.
Mhm.
So yeah, but I mean, but the ham radio thing for a while was a thing. I don't know anymore if you can just get on and kind of FaceTime what that's if it's I don't know like why people would still be into that.
Yeah. Mhm. I don't know, but it's funny when you think about it now because
Mhm.
now what we're doing right now could be watched around the world.
Right. Is
Like-
that crazy?
Like what we're doing
Yeah.
right now. Like
Yeah.
they could just see us.
Well,
you know.
and when people reach out on YouTube
Mhm.
and say things to me like,
Mhm.
we're
Yeah.
here and whatever it is, or one of my ex-employees like that I worked with,
Mhm.
coworkers, whatever,
Mhm.
finds me,
Mhm.
I think that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Keith says morning. Morning, Keith. And Larry says, good Friday morning, Stephen Trill. Have a wonderful day and weekend. Thank you. You too, Larry. We appreciate that. Of course, today is also Day for Monuments and Sites, Animal Crackers Day, Lineman Appreciation Day. Appreciate the linemen. Transfer money to your daughter's account day.
Yeah. There shouldn't be a day for that. I think
Yeah.
that's typical day in the
Right.
Touhy household.
And why just daughter? I have to say, as a son,
Right.
Why?
Right.
Why?
Right.
Velociraptor Awareness Day. I don't think there's velociraptors out there. I'm just saying. I think that's a Jurassic Park thing. Newspaper Columnist Day, Pet Owners Independence Day. I don't know what that would be. You don't want to be independent from your pet, do you?
Do not.
No. Let's see here. It says, what does your dog or cat do all day? Does it clean the house, pay the bills, open the door for you when you arrive back home at the end of the day? Or does it drive to the office each morning and pick up a pizza for you on its way home at night? On Pet Owners Independence Day, these are the things that cats and dogs and other pets should be doing because pet owners are supposed to switch roles for the day. Good luck with that. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, Pinata Day is today. So
Okay.
can enjoy
Those were so fun as kids.
yes.
But you just dreamed about,
being the one that broke it open. Yeah.
Well, or just having one at your birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
My
Wait.
parents had one at a couple of my birthday parties, and that was a long time.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Yeah.
I ever had one at a birthday party. I had friends that had them at birthday parties, but yeah. And which, as a kid, you wanted to be the one that like busted it open because everybody was so excited.
Mm-hmm. But then
the truth
everybody
is-
else got the candy
the good
before
candy.
you did, while
Yeah.
you're still blindfolded, like
right. You're like, wait, what? Did it open?
Yeah,
What?
right.
Oh,
here's your jawbreaker
Oh,
that
God.
bounced out of everybody's like.
Whoppers.
Right,
What the
right.
heck? You know.
Enjoy your
so-
one piece of candy. Thanks for
Yeah.
enabling all of us. Like,
what the heck? But yeah, that was always a lot of fun. So, all right, let's take a break. When we come back, McMadness, we find out our final four. We are down to 4 menu items from McDonald's.
yeah,
We'll
and
find
I
out.
don't care anymore.
What?
That's it. My fish fillet got kicked out. I'm not playing this game.
Made it far.
I
Made it
know.
far.
I
into
know.
the-
I
into
am
the things,
curious to
you know.
see what do you think's going to win. Now I have a feeling it's fries.
I can't imagine it wouldn't be. But
That
We'll see.
said,
a lot of people like the Big Mac.
yeah, or
Uh-huh.
quarter pounder with cheese.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, so I need to get this straight again. Okay,
Okay.
because it's not sticking. Quarter pounder with cheese, that's a cheeseburger, right? That's their cheeseburger.
Well, they have regular cheeseburger, and then you have the quarter pounder, so it's
Which
a
is more meat.
bigger, thicker cheeseburger
I think
with cheese.
do you want to know something?
Never had
I
it.
don't know if I even want to say this on the air because Brett might
No,
be
you
like,
never
no, I'm
had it?
never giving you my phone number.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I've ever had it because that's why I was asking. I'm like, I always get the meal with the 2 sandwiches in it.
Mhm.
those aren't quarter pounders,
No,
right?
no.
Those are just two
cheeseburgers.
yummy cheeseburgers.
Mhm. Yep.
So I wonder,
Which I do sometimes too for the ride.
so a quarter pounder is one thing.
Yeah, 1/4 pound of beef.
Okay, so is the only way to get the two, like the big sandwich, that's the Big Mac with the sauce that I don't like,
Mhm.
or I don't really know if I like it. It just grosses me out to put Thousand Island dressing on stuff,
Mhm.
and I know theirs
Yeah.
is not Thousand Island dressing, but
No.
it looks like it to me.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
Did you ever have a hamburger with mayonnaise on it?
Oh
no?
no!
No, really?
Okay, mayonnaise and meat for me is timeout. Please don't. I don't know why it grosses me out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
I have a BLT all the time
Yeah.
now, but
Mhm.
not until I was in my 50s.
Well,
That was the first time I ever put mayo on any sort of sandwich because it was like, ugh, ugh, ugh.
really?
Yeah. And you couldn't, I was so grossed out by the idea that, let's say they had one and it had mayo, I couldn't just
Mhm.
scrape it off. I was like,
Mhm.
don't even show it to me. It just looked gross. It sounds disgusting.
Well, it's funny, and we talked about this as a poll question at one point. My sister and I were talking about it over our trip. Miracle Whip or mayonnaise, because we grew up with Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
Her husband grew up with mayonnaise, and
Okay,
she has now
Miracle
switched
Whip-
over.
Miracle Whip or mayonnaise. And okay, one's without egg. Is that what the difference
I don't
is?
remember. We looked
We
into
go
it.
through
Yeah.
this all the time.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So then she was the one. She was Miracle Whip. I think I'm Miracle Whip,
Me too.
and now she's switched to mayonnaise.
So she grew up with Miracle Whip, like we did in our house.
Yeah.
Her husband grew up with mayonnaise,
Okay.
and they would have both in the house for a while, and then she's kind of crossed over, and now she's mayonnaise. Yeah.
I think we should try that at home.
What,
don't-
mayonnaise?
No, side by side, because I think that's the only way I'm going to get the difference.
All right. Well, enjoy.
I just said, but they both look the same.
We've
to
got
me.
both in the house right now.
We
Because
do?
after the we did our poll question, we got Duke's mayonnaise.
Okay.
So we
Yeah.
haven't tried it yet, I don't think.
'Kay.
Yeah, so Tina says, good morning to you both. I know 3 people who still do ham radio. Wow, that's cool.
I think it is cool in so much as if they've been doing it forever and they're friends because they share their,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you
their
know,
hobby.
yeah.
So that's very cool. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, like I said, we'll find out our final 4 in McMadness. Stick around.
Save big money on your next project now at Menards. Menards is the leading supplier of quality roof and floor trusses. Choose from our large selection of residential and post-frame trusses or design custom trusses specifically for your project. Get started on your building project today in store or on menards.com. Plus, view our weekly flyer for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Well, Jeff, the news seems to be full of supply chain issues, delayed shipping, rising prices, and inflation. How's that affecting us here at Bjork's Fine Jewelry?
Honestly, Liz, not in the least bit. Our prices are sharp as ever. Our values are the best in the business. You can compare the mega box stores, the internet, or even the big city diamond districts, and you still won't find the deals we offer.
Well, that will make our customers very happy, but I've heard that many businesses are struggling to find product and maintain inventories.
Not here at Bjork's Fine Jewelry. We work very hard with our suppliers to make sure diamonds, gemstones, and jewelry continue to arrive and keep our selection fresh and exciting.
So let me get this straight. Our customers can stroll into Bjork's and still get unbeatable prices, top-notch quality, first-class service, and the area's largest inventory to make the perfect jewelry choice?
You summed that up pretty well, Liz. But don't forget, we also have the area's largest selection of coins and precious metals bullion. Some dealers have really struggled to source sufficient quantities, but here at Bjork's, we are fully stocked.
You know, Jeff, we're pretty lucky to have been serving the Lafayette community for over 75 years.
Shop smart, shop Bjork's, Bjork's.com.
George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brook, Indiana offers a spectrum of personalized services. Whether it's short-term rehabilitation or long-term care, each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Residents engage in community activities, including delightful trips, and can also take advantage of convenient transportation services. George Aid is more than just for the elderly. They have workplace injury, outpatient rehab and therapy services that ensure every individual's needs are met with expertise and compassion. Visit georgeaid.org or call them at 219-275-2531. George Aid Memorial Healthcare. We care for you in a quiet country setting.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduce stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Lenny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Rise and shine, sleepyhead.
Rise and shine.
I'm not really feeling up to this today.
Nope, not really feeling up to it.
Really?
Not today.
Why not?
Everything's so doom and gloom.
Doom and gloom?
The whole world is going crazy.
Sounds like you need a
Pep talk.
I don't need a pep talk.
Well,
You're getting one.
we're going to wake up.
Get it together.
One foot in front of the other.
Put a smile on your face.
And we're going to make a difference.
Okay, guys, it's showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville for a Friday morning. Thank you for getting your day started with us here on the Q98 Gold, heading off into an Easter weekend. Portion of the show is running brought to us by Model 1 Chevrolet of Kentland. Customer satisfaction is number one. Visit Model1Chevrolet.com. New name, new owner, same great folks, same great service that you expect there in Chevrolet of Kentland. Also want to mention our friends over at Jasper County REMC, powered up Touhyville each and every morning right here on the Q, giving us the power to stream on WLQI977.com and 981WIBN.com, on video on our Facebook pages and YouTube pages. If you could subscribe to our YouTube channel, we'd appreciate that. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's not like a magazine subscription. It just lets you know when we're doing stuff on YouTube, which we'll be doing stuff all summer long on YouTube. Doing videos and some live stuff and all kinds of things. Of course, all part of our summer fun. You want to be a part of our summer fun? Email Cheryl. She's right there waiting for your email. I'm kidding. Don't email her this second. Then she's going to start emailing you back and start doing things.
Then I
you
talk
guys are going to be
and
working on things.
Read with one eye this way.
This is what we hear throughout the rest of the show.
Uh-huh. Can I just tell you something that would scare the bejeepers out of me?
What?
So Puerto Rico is in a dark, they have a countrywide or whatever it is, blackout. Could you imagine once night comes, the whole place is pitch black, other than maybe cell phones if you had your batteries charged?
Right. Yeah.
I wonder if there's a solar battery. Like if you could solar power your iPhone. Meaning,
I'm like, well, there is solar batteries.
Yeah, because of that, I guess it's because of the hurricanes in 2022 that came through and just like shook up all the power lines and stuff.
So now something got knocked out and like someone tripped over the cord.
At approximately 12:40 p.m. This is 2 days ago, April 16th. Today's the 18th, 2 days ago. An event was recorded that affected service island-wide. Our staff is in constant communication with the power companies to identify the cause of this event and safely restore services. We'll keep you informed. Now, they say that it's going to be a blackout through Easter.
Wow.
I mean, first of all my food,
It's all done.
done.
Been 4 days.
Unless you cook
Done.
it. But you'd have to cook it during the sunlight hours, right? And then sell it that way, I guess. I don't know. But I'm just like trying to think. I know in our house we have enough candles to get us through the next 45 years.
The next millennium, yeah.
You joke, but I showed you that Amazon sent me the wrong candlesticks 14 years ago, and now I have candelabras that that we need them. So, or we would need that color. So out they came.
Yeah, but we have lots of candles.
We have lots of candles, and I was very happy that I was a candleaholic when COVID came and we couldn't go out anymore. Like, because I burnt candles to save my sanity. Like my house always smelled nice, and I, would do my work by candlelight.
And I bought a candle the first week that I moved into my house.
Your old house, your old apartment, like your rental.
The house that I just had. Yeah, before this one.
Before this one.
And so when we split, I went into that house. So 2019. 5 years later, when I moved out, I left that candle behind. It was about half burnt.
I don't get it. Like that's my, like when I wake up in the morning on the weekends, I wake up, I have I don't know what it's called, the clock, the circadian. No, those are the really loud beetles.
That you wake up like?
Yeah.
Your body clock, whatever
your body
it is.
clock,
Yeah,
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Since I was born, I did not need an alarm clock. I wake up same time all the time, for the most part, unless let's say I was up sick or whatever it is that throws it off. But I always gets back in line. So I'm up at, 3:45, 4 o'clock on the weekends too. And all I do is walk around putting tea lights on in my bedroom. I open the shades because it's pitch black outside, and then I can see the sunrise. I can watch the sunrise. I love that. I don't know. If people took candles away from me, I'd be sad.
God,
I love it.
Yeah, doesn't do anything for me whatsoever. Other than it makes me nervous because it's fire. So that's I'm the opposite.
Do you like the smell in the house, or you don't care?
It doesn't matter. Yeah,
Got
it's
it.
fine. It's fine, but it doesn't overcome the idea that there's fire everywhere. That you knock something over, it catches a thing, and there's a thing, and then stuff happens. So
the only time I get scared with that is that sometimes at the end, as it comes down and it's burning, it'll go. I'll hear a pop. If you ever hear a pop, it'll crack the glass and extinguish the candle most of the time. But that's the only time that it's like, do we really want to be doing this?
Right. Becky says, good morning. Happy Friday. Have a good weekend. You too, Becky. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here in Touhyville. We appreciate it as we move forward with McMadness. Yesterday, we had the Big Mac versus the McChicken. Moving on to the Final Four, the Big Mac. A big surprise there, 63% of the vote. Okay. Fries versus hash browns. Wait, no, that was the other day.
Yeah, no, it's something
I scrolled too far.
Mm-hmm.
Quarter pounder with cheese versus McMuffins. Quarter pounder with cheese moved on 76% of the vote. McNuggets versus Big Breakfast with hotcakes. McNuggets was 70% of the vote. So that leads us to our Final Four. Okay? Final Four in our McMadness, Kasanovich, Humfleet, McDonald's, Touhyville McMadness. Big Mac versus Quarter Pounder, and fries versus McNuggets. Those are the two. One of those four will go to the championship on Monday.
I'm just surprised Pop didn't make it, but I guess I'm not.
Listen, McDonald's Coke is the best Coke of all time.
Right.
If we had a battle of Cokes, it would win.
Not, yeah.
But when it comes up against, again, here's how I voted. I looked at it and went, if I have a Coke here and McNuggets here, and someone says you can pick one, I'm going McNuggets. I'd rather have the food than the Coke. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So we will get the the final four matchups. We have them up on the Touhyville. I'm sending them over to the queue now, and 98 gold, so you guys can cast your vote. So we've got Big Mac versus Quarter Pounder, fries versus McNuggets. Now the first one is easy for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a big,
yeah,
no pun intended, Big Mac guy.
Yeah.
It's not my jam.
Yeah.
I like the Quarter Pounder.
Yeah.
So that one is good by me. But fries and McNuggets,
I know it's another one of
are
your
both
brutal,
delightful.
Yeah.
Like they're both
And don't you feel
great
like you're
snacks in
cheating
their
on
own.
one if you
I know.
like you're not voting for we're voting for something, but we're
Right.
voting against the other.
Something else. I know.
Oh, like
I
a fry is going to come,
I
seek
know.
vengeance on me.
I know.
But I think I have to go. I don't know. I have to go with nuggets, right?
I don't know.
Do you?
That's why I'm torn. I don't know. I don't
Torn
know.
between two lovers.
I know. Christine says, good morning. She says, I read Overgrowth of Weeds and Neglected of I was like, I'm not following. Now I get it. She's talking about the blackout. She says, I read an overgrowth of weeds and neglective care of the power grids caused the Puerto Rico power outage. So,
wow. So it was preventable and they knocked out power to the entire place.
I thought it was just someone tripped over the cord. Now it's dark and they can't find the outlet. Tina says we have several wax warmers in our home. We have to turn them off when our granddaughter comes over. So she likes to dump the wax out on the floor.
Oh,
that's no good.
Oh, because I did that one time on accident. Do you remember? I knocked a candle over in the dining room and it got on the carpet. You can't get it out.
Oh,
it was a burgundy candle.
I do remember that
on my green shag carpet.
Mm-hmm. That was in the dining room over there, right? In
Mhm.
Bourbonnais. Yeah, I remember that. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll see what's happening and dive into some fun, silly stories here on a Friday. Thanks for getting your weekend started with us here on the Q and 98 Gold.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Today, a 10% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 5 p.m. Mostly sunny and windy with gusts up to 40 miles per hour and a high near 82. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms all night and into the early morning hours. Windy with a low around 52. Saturday, a 40% chance of showers, cloudy with a high near 56. Saturday night, a 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy with a low around 46. Easter Sunday, a 60% chance of showers with thunderstorms also possible after 1 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 63. Sunday night, showers and thunderstorms continue all night with a low around 54.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
All right, honey, I'm heading out for my morning walk. Hey, neighbor, front yard is looking great.
Yeah, we picked up some beautiful plants from Clark's.
Oh, there's Scott. Hey, your landscaping looks incredible.
Yep, quick trip to Clark's for some rocks and mulch. It was super easy with their help.
All right, see you guys later. Honey, I'm back from my walk.
Great. Hey, I was thinking we should really do something with our front yard.
You know, we should go to Clark's Garden and Floral Center. They have everything from plants to rocks and mulch to outdoor decorations.
Great idea. Did you come up with that on your own?
Of course.
Clark's Garden and Floral Center on Route 231 in Remington. Visit online at clarksgardenandfloral.com and like them on Facebook.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Til to Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
The new Mega Millions from the Hoosier Lottery is here, and it's more mega than ever, with automatic multipliers on every play. And non-jackpot prizes from $10 to $10 million. It's the most mega millions yet. Play responsibly.
So you're telling me I can get any Quiznos 8-inch sub for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
So I can order an 8-inch Baja Chicken Club
for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
Or a Black Angus steakhouse for $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Or a French dip, or a steakhouse cheddar, or a peppercorn steak.
For $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Only at Quiznos in Wheatfield, right across from KV.
$5.55 after 5 for any 8-inch sub at the Quiznos in Wheatfield. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Download the Quiznos app today.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you've got to build your business. We have to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much. You like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities.
Save big money on your next project now at Menards. Don't let an outdated garage door define your home. Revamp your home's appearance with a new ideal garage door. Choose from our large in-stock selection or design your own using our free designer. Save big on ideal garage doors. And don't forget to check out our weekly flyer on menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Baby, are you ready to rock?
97.7 FM WLQI, The Q. Touhyville, now with 2 Touhies and no waiting.
Turn on that radio and back here.
So, it's been a long week.
I'm so ready for this week to end.
Ready for the weekend.
End of the week? It's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday? Already?
It's the weekend.
I heard that this show is like really good.
It's good. It's great. It's great.
Let's begin. Do you happen to have the time?
It's showtime.
Stephen Sherrill with you here, having fun on a Friday morning. Thank you for getting your day started with us here in the Q98 Gold. We're ready for the weekend. After having some time off, getting back to hanging out with you guys has been a lot of fun, but also ready for a little rest after getting up early all week.
Well, and you just got back Saturday morning at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And update on my folks. They will be flying back tonight. Almost the same flight as I was. I think theirs is at like 7:30 tonight.
Wow.
Yeah. So, portion of the show is brought to us by Kasanovich Umfleet McDonald's in Hebron, also in DeMott, Rensselaer, 2 locations, and Remington. Use the McDonald's app and be a part of McMadness yourself. And head over there and get whatever you want for breakfast or lunch or dinner. Enjoy at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. Also want to mention our friends over at Ed White Auto Sales in Rensselaer. Do you know that you can rent vehicles at Ed White Auto Sales? Find out more on their Facebook page. You can also just visit them at 1105 North McKinley Avenue in Rensselaer. That's Ed White Auto Sales. Also at edwhiteautosales.com. All right. Let's see what's happening. We got all kinds of crazy stories to come. But first, jokey jokes.
What's the fuss? Tell me what's happening. What's the fuss? Tell me what's happening. What's the fuss? Tell me what's happening. What's the fuss? Tell me what's happening.
Of course, this Sunday is Easter Sunday. Also happens to be 420. Great day to get the munchies. It's the only way you're going to eat Peeps.
Gosh.
Be careful. The Easter Bunny might eat all your candy before you even wake up.
I miss those days. That's when I really miss like little ones in the house. Because do you remember what kind of craziness would go on Easter?
The Easter egg hunts.
Yeah, because I didn't tell them. I told them while we're at church, the Easter bunny's putting the eggs. So let's get ready and go. And then the sooner we go,
Yep.
you know, and so for years it was not a problem to get everybody into the car on time.
Ready for church. Yep.
Right. And then as they got older, just doing cute stuff like makeup and stickers and all that stuff and money.
The Easter bunny would hide the eggs all over the place. Young women are now binge drinking more than young men.
Oof.
Yeah, mainly because of the way young men act around young women.
Well, there's that, right?
CNBC
And thus the phrase "driving me to drink."
Right, there you go. See, CNBC ratings have soared due to the market meltdown, and also because Jim Cramer at full volume scares away intruders. Scares people out of your house. Most people wouldn't go to space even if they could afford it. They've said this week.
Would you?
Probably not. It doesn't really do anything for me. I don't know. It doesn't excite me. Like I said, like skydiving doesn't excite me.
To walk on the moon would excite me, meaning if I could go that far, but I don't, just going up and coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot of money just to get close to Uranus. And
hello.
As we mentioned earlier, an island-wide blackout hit Puerto Rico on Wednesday. They say it's the worst blackout since the one Pete Hegseth had when he texted that journalist all the war plans. Time Magazine has released its list of 100 most influential people of 2025. And they say it'll be read by the 100 people who still subscribe to Time Magazine.
Oh, jeez.
And lastly, The Who has fired their drummer, Zach Starkey.
Wait. After how many years?
Well, no, not the original drummer.
Oh,
The original drummer died long ago from drugs. But the current Who drummer, who's been their drummer, I guess, for like 10, 15 years, they fired him. His name is Zach Starkey, Ringo Starr's son. Ringo Starr's son was the drummer for The Who, and he just got fired. Ironically, he's been replaced by Pete Best's son, which is really just so weird. So there's a Beatle joke for you. Beatle fans will get that joke. Ringo Starr replaced Pete Best as the drummer in the Beatles, and then they became the Beatles.
Got it.
So, yeah,
okay. Little slow on me.
No, sometimes not everybody knows that, but the Beatles fans were like, "That's a good joke, Steve. That was well done." Yeah. So, I think what the Who and the Beatles should have done is, because both of them had two members left that were still alive, so they could have combined the two members of the Beatles and the two members of the Who, and they could have been the Hoodles.
I was gonna say,
just saying, they could have been the Hoodles. That would have worked. I'm just saying, you guys could have thrown that out there. But
or
Boo.
Imagine?
Or Boo. Yeah.
What up, Boo?
Could you imagine the kind of money that tour would bring in?
Yeah.
The two members of the Who and the two members of the Beatles. For a while there, they were going to call the band Who's Left.
Right.
Yeah. So, all right.
Can I just tell you a little interesting factoid and then?
Sure.
So, my email's on the side. So up comes, we're restoring back by popular demand. We're doing the Wrigley Field experience.
Oh, the tour?
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, wow, a lot's changed since we took the tour. We actually took one of the last tours, not knowing it was one of the last tours, because one of my clients said, oh, have you ever taken the tour? And I was like, she's a Cubs fan, owner of a health club. So she was like, yeah, have you ever taken the tour? And I'm like, I didn't even know there was a tour to take. She goes, it's $25. So we have pictures from like, Harley actually, they gave her the key, the key to the the locker room.
Yeah.
And let all of us in. So it was a thrill. I mean, we've got great pictures of the day. scoreboards and we saw it all. You know, we got to stand on home plate, all of it, right? $25 extra a ticket. Give me an idea. Guess how much it is to go see the Cubs, Mariners at Cubs on June 21st. One ticket to Club Box Infield. We'll just pick that one.
Okay.
I knew I was in trouble when I looked at the range to get the backstage thing included.
On a game day?
On a game day.
Because that was the whole thing with ours. It wasn't a game
not
day.
on a game day.
Yeah.
So this is on a game day.
Okay.
Guess how much the ticket with the backstage thing, because they mush it all together.
$2.25.
No.
Okay.
And that's a massive no. That's a hell no. That's an all caps no.
Yeah. Then that's not worth it.
$629 a ticket.
Yeah, I mean, what are you getting with that on a game day? They're not going to show you everything because it's all going to be being used.
You get there and you're running around before, obviously you probably get there 3 hours before the game or whatever it is. But
yeah,
I just thought to myself, guys, it's bad enough we cannot see the games without a subscription to streaming.
Yeah.
And then, it's getting me to be a non-fan. Is there any such thing as an anti-fan or a non-fan or I've been a fan my whole life and now I want to shoot daggers in your head? Like, it's making me mad. Because that's not anything a normal person is ever going to experience. It's almost as bad as concerts now. Do you know what I mean? It just knocks you right. Nope, not going to happen. And I think everybody, I don't want to say it's an entitlement because I hate that word, but everybody should be able to experience like their favorite concert. Maybe sit, I get it, on the lawn like we used to at Tinley Park. Remember how we would just go, okay, can't afford whatever. I'm going to buy the lawn seats, and they were $15, not to make it sound like I was like 800 years old, but that's how I saw the Monkees, and it was the best time ever.
I'll take it one step further. I remember. So I grew up near, or we both grew up kind of near Harlem Irving Plaza. Across the street from there was a record store, an actual record store called Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Rolling Stone Records.
Yeah.
Up the block was a place called Beyond the Edge. And that's where you could also buy all your concert shirts. The whole place was concert shirts, posters, you get your favorite band, you buy guitar picks, like all the stuff you could probably buy when you went to the concert.
Yeah. It was cool, and it was stuff you couldn't find like in the normal stores.
They had at the register, just go ahead and grab a handful. Lawn seats to go see Motley Crue.
What?
Lawn seats for Alpine Valley. We went to a concert once, didn't cost us a thing. We went, what are these, like real tickets? Are these? Yeah. Lawn seats. We just went. Hopped in the car.
So you paid nothing because you got
like
up
we were
by
there
the
on
registers
Thursday.
for Motley Crue.
It was for that Saturday. We just grabbed them and we just went. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. We just went. Free for lawn seats.
Well, and I would imagine these bands, like, I don't know. I remember Taylor Swift went bananas because when her tickets went on sale, all of them got sucked in and then went to the secondary market and people couldn't afford anything.
Sure.
But that's just rotten. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know capitalism. I know everybody's entitled to get their piece or whatever it is. But you can't buy a ticket. Remember, we were 21,800 2 hours early to get into Bruno Mars to get tickets to Bruno Mars. And then the second it ended, remember, that's how Harley got her tickets. She was crying. She was actually crying because we were all on laptops trying to get her 2 tickets and we couldn't. And then just as everybody, you were here at the station, you went, okay, I'm going to go back to work. I was at home on lunch. Harley was in Phoenix. She got in first because we found out it was random, even though I was on the entire time.
Just waiting.
And then I said, wait a minute, if I bought a ticket that I had no intention of going to the concert, what would I do with it? And I go, I'd turn around and sell it 20 seconds after I got it. And that's what happened. But doing it that way was cheaper than what the tickets were going for. Do you remember? And she wound up going. She went to see Bruno Mars.
But so that said, okay, so it's crazy. All this stuff gets more expensive. All this stuff does it. And you just said what? We were 10,000 in the queue.
I was 21,000. You were 18,000. She was
That's
like
why
15,000.
that's why they keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There isn't a lack of people doing that.
Right.
Now, can normal people do it? No.
No.
But apparently there's enough people with that kind of expendable income or that are willing to spend it on that they'll keep doing that.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Yeah, just the Chicago Cubs are making me just sad about all of it. It's a baseball game. I mean, I've been a fan since I'm this little, and you didn't win for 100 years. Like but come on.
But then you don't have to go to that thing. Like we did that thing, and a regular ticket can't cost that much.
I know.
Like just to go to a game.
But there are a lot now. Do you remember?
Well,
because I was in travel and tourism trying to go to the new hotel. And it was like $480 a night. And I'm like, what?
But it's all relative. If you want players on the field that cost $800 million, this is all what it is now. It just keeps going and going and going. You know what I'm saying? So it's just,
It just makes me sad. I
get it. I get it. All right.
Because gone are the days where, like, our parents couldn't. They gave those things to us because they stretched the budget, and then we would go, and it was all family day. And when we went, we took the family. Wasn't it $600 when we would go, like, all in? We'd buy the tickets for, I think, 25 or 35 a piece.
I was saying
because you had a broker guy that would.
It was $500 or $600 later. Early on, I mean, we'd get tickets $25, so it's $100 in the door.
I'm saying though, food.
Right.
Everybody got T-shirts or hats or.
But that's what I'm saying. When the tickets were $100 total for the four of us, we could probably do a $300 day.
Yeah.
You know? But then when the tickets end up being $200, $250,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's just sad. I think I feel like it should be more controlled. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm not an economics major. Steve's, yeah.
Do you know what story I had planned before you just before you? No,
you
we gotta
go
take our
now.
break. No, now we got to take our break.
No, you go now.
We're right before you went into. Isn't it sad how all of us are financially screwed? I was going to do a thing about 300 people lined up at a bookstore that you told me about.
That's a great story.
Well, we didn't get to it, so maybe another day.
Oh, Cheryl needs to keep her. You know what we should do? We should call it the segment. Cheryl needs to keep her mouth or big mouth shut. That's the new Friday. That's actually a Monday through Friday segment.
Oh my!
Cheryl should just keep her big mouth shut.
I gotta take the break now. I gotta do it.
See?
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities.
Now is the time to get to Steve's Specialized Services in Rensselaer. They have extended the special Home and Garden Expo prices on Bad Boy mowers and Bandits. You can get those prices now through April 30th. Don't wait. Stop by and test drive them today. Single and crew cabs available. Easy financing is available. Steve's Specialized Services on 231 in Rensselaer. Like them on Facebook or visit stevesspecialized.com.
Save big money at Menards and find everything you need for your kitchen update. Transform everyday spaces into gathering places with custom craft countertops from Menards. Countertops are the center of the home, and we offer stylish options with durability that will last for years to come. Check out our kitchen showrooms in-store or visit menards.com and get a free design estimate today. Plus, view our weekly flyer for many other great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Testing, testing.
We are live from Chick-fil-A.
This is Grant.
And this is Laura.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is that sweet bun.
And that chicken fillet was perfectly crispy and soft at the same time.
And that Smokehouse Barbecue sauce, it's a lot of fun. And the brown sugar bacon definitely had a little bit more pizzazz. Also, the mac, one of the all-time greats. Man, I'm getting hungry.
Order the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich and our Coca-Cola on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to end your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other IRS actions. Make sure you're getting the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima today for a free confidential consultation.
Call 800-707-4522. 800-707-4522. 800-707-4522.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
This is the Q 97.7 FM WLQI Rensselaer. Start your day in Touhyville and stick around for Northwest Indiana's best classic rock all day long, right here on the Q.
It's time for a Check of News. This Check of News brought to us by Ned Tonner, attorney at law, located across from Milroy Park in Rensselaer. Here's Russ Martin.
Indiana's revenue picture for the next budget cycle shows a large deficit. One of the two budget architects, Senator Brian Mishler of Mishawaka, said everything is on the table, including ways to add revenue. We spoke with State Representative Kendall Culp about the revenue forecast.
We see a hole in the budget of $2 billion. We're currently operating under about a $44 billion biennial budget, so $22 billion a year. So now you've got to find $1 billion to take away from that, see where we come up with $2 billion. That means services may be cut somewhere. That's a possibility. So we've got to find savings in the budget. So that's going to be a challenge the next 7 days.
Senate and House Democrats have proposed doubling the tax rate of cigarettes. There's been no increase in these taxes in 20 years. They estimated this would add $800 million to the budget. The interview with State Representative Culp can be heard on our websites under the News link and Newsmakers tab. The Jasper County Sheriff's Office reported 42-year-old Robin Canestrick of DeMont was charged with the felony charges of criminal confinement and strangulation following the report of a domestic disturbance on Tuesday at a residence southwest of DeMont. A press release issued yesterday stated the deputies responded to a call from a male who alleged that the accused had punched him and choked him and prevented him from leaving the residence. Authorities said the victim had visible injuries to his neck and face, but he declined medical treatment. The male said that he locked himself in a bathroom to call 911. Robin Canestrick was also charged with 3 misdemeanors: domestic battery, interfering with the reporting of a crime, and invasion of privacy. County police said that she had a protective order against her. The Indiana State Police reported in a press release that a Valparaiso man, 20-year-old Caden Arens, faces felony charges of child exploitation after their investigation allegedly revealed he was sending inappropriate images of children on a social platform. State law enforcement also stated they received multiple cyber tips about this illegal activity. Arens was already in custody at the Porter County Sheriff's Department as a result of a separate investigation by Valparaiso authorities. This is National Volunteer Month, and the American Red Cross is asking donors to keep the blood supply stable by giving blood. Donors who give through April 30th will receive a Red Cross t-shirt and be entered for a chance to win a $5,000 prize. A blood donation event is taking place today in Remington at the Apostolic Christian Church just north of that town, on the west side of Highway 231 from 1 until 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Log on to redcrossblood.org and type in zip code 47977 in the upper right-hand corner to set up an appointment, or just stop by at 16448 U.S. Highway 231. And there are many communities that have Easter egg hunt events scheduled for Saturday. For that list, go to our websites under News and Newsmakers. And happy Easter, everyone. Stay safe and well. I'm Russ Martin.
Do you have a will or trust? Have you prepared end-of-life directives? Hi, this is Ned Tonner, reminding you of the importance of planning ahead. I offer affordable will and trust packages, which include business and healthcare power of attorneys and living wills. Don't be caught unprepared. Let's get started today on your future.
Ned Tonner Attorney at Law is located on West Washington Street in Rensselaer, across from Milroy Park. Call 866-8888 to schedule your appointment. Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
42-year-old Christopher Allen Hovis of Rensselaer passed away on April 12th. Friends may call today from 2 until 7 p.m. Central Time at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer. Funeral services for Christopher Allen Hovis will be held on Saturday at 10:30 Central at Jackson Funeral Chapel. Interment will follow at Weston Cemetery. In lieu of flowers, memorial contributions may be made to benefit Chris's children in care of Bridget Hovis. To share memories and/or condolences, visit jacksonfuneral.com. 86-year-old Jolene Falecki of DeMott passed away on Tuesday, April 15th. Visitation will be held today at Jackson Funeral Service, DeMott, from 3 until 6 p.m. Jolene Falecki's wishes were to be cremated and be interred at the Cemetery of the Resurrection. Arrangements entrusted to Jackson Funeral Service of DeMott. 87-year-old Mary A. Spriggs of Wheatfield passed away on April 15th. Friends may call from 11 until 1 o'clock today at Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield. Services for Mary Spriggs will be held at Boersma Funeral Home, 1 o'clock today, with Pastor Don Gear officiating. Interment will be in Smith Cemetery. Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the American Lung Association. 91-year-old Jack Whitaker Sr. of Rensselaer passed away on February 28th. Friends may call from 3 until 6 p.m. on Saturday, April 19th, at the American Legion Post 29 in Rensselaer. Services for Jack Whitaker Sr. will be held at the American Legion Post 29, 4 p.m. Saturday. Interment will be at Marion National Cemetery at a later date. Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. 100-year-old Kathleen Kindig of Brook passed away on April 11th. Visitation for Kathleen Kindig will be held Saturday from 9 until 11 a.m. Central Time, until the funeral service at 11 a.m. at Brook United Methodist Church, with interment to follow at Riverside Cemetery, Brook. Pastor Matt Bauman officiating. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Brook United Methodist Church. Arrangements entrusted to Gertz, Windler, and Keller Funeral Homes, Brook Chapel. Condolences may be expressed at kellerfh.com. 83-year-old Jonah Shell of Rensselaer passed away on Monday, April 14th. Visitation will be on Monday, April 21st from noon until 3 p.m. at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer. Funeral services for Jonah Shell will be held on Monday at 3 o'clock at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer, with Pastor Bill Taylor officiating. Arrangements entrusted to Steinke Funeral Home. Memories and condolences may be shared with the family at steinkefuneralhome.com. 82-year-old Charles Bradshaw of Roselawn passed away on Tuesday, April 15th. Visitation will be held on Monday, April 21st at Jackson Funeral Service, DeMott, from 2 until 7 p.m. Charles Bradshaw's wishes were to be cremated and then interred at Roselawn Cemetery. Arrangements entrusted to Jackson Funeral Service of DeMott. 64-year-old Sarah Sholey of Wheatfield passed away on April 15th. Friends may call from 10 until noon on Monday, April 21st at Boersma Funeral Home in Wheatfield. Services for Sarah Sholey will be held at Boersma Funeral Home at noon on Monday, with Pastor Don Gear officiating. Interment will be in Weston Cemetery. Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Robert Fozzie Senior Center or West Central Band program. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Today, a 10% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 5 p.m.
Mostly sunny and windy with gusts up to 40 miles per hour and a high near 82. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms all night and into the early morning hours. Windy with a low around 52. Saturday, a 40% chance of showers. Cloudy with a high near 56. Saturday night, a 40% chance of showers. Mostly cloudy with a low around 46. Easter Sunday, a 60% chance of showers with thunderstorms also possible after 1 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 63. Sunday night, showers and thunderstorms continue all night with a low around 54.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
97.7 The Q.
Welcome to Touhyville, 97.7 The Q and 98 Gold. It's time for a look at sports. It's brought to us by our friends over at Nitco. Visit nitco.com today and find out how you can get high-speed internet for your home or your business.
Pleasant. Good Friday. Here's your sports. I'm Frank Sprinkle. Starting off with yesterday's slate of area high school baseball. Rensselaer Central losing 19-9 at Delphi. Also on the road, North Newton takes a 6-3 defeat to Frontier. West Central winners 13-4 over host South Newton. Trojans getting 2 hits each from Zane Wall and Tate Lehman. Wall a home run and 2 RBIs. Lehman with 3 RBIs. Connor Huber scored 4 times. He stole 3 bases. At home, North White tops Faith Christian 7-2. Local high school softball from yesterday. Tri-County edges out host Rossville 7-6. Grace Luck had 3 hits for the Cavaliers, 3 runs scored plus an RBI, 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Jaden Martin. One of her hits, a triple. On the mound, Madeline Nevitt went the distance, 7 innings, 6 Ks, no walks. Playing on their home diamond, West Central prevails 5-0 over Washington Township. 3 hits, 2 RBIs each for Kaylee Bishop and Jaylee Glassford. Bishop with 2 doubles and 3 runs scored. Glassford pitching a complete game, 6 strikeouts, walking just 2 over 7 innings. North White down at home, 6-1 the Couts. 1 softball postponement yesterday. Rensselaer Central at Bennett Central. Yesterday also featured area boys high school golf. Kankakee Valley visiting Munster Centennial Park Golf Course, losing as a team to host Munster a 156-177 final. Austin Van Loon shot a Cougar best 40. Looking ahead to today's area high school baseball, Rensselaer Central travels to Winnemac. Kankakee Valley welcomes in Maryville at the Remington Community Park. Tri-County hosts Clinton Prairie. Bennett Central heads off to Rossville. Local high school softball for today. Rensselaer Central's at home with Bennett Central. On the road, Kankakee Valley goes up against Highland. Major League Baseball, White Sox swept and shut out in the same day, losing the finale of 3 yesterday afternoon at Rate Field 8-0 to the Athletics, who depart having taken all 3 games of the series and handing the White Sox their 4th straight defeat. Half the runs allowed by starter Davis Martin dropping to 1 and 2, having worked 5 1/3 innings, yielding 8 hits. A's clubbing out 4 home runs, including Tyler Soderstrom's 9th, which occurred in the 7th inning. Soderstrom currently leads the majors in home runs. A 10-game 3-city road trip now on the White Sox agenda. It gets underway tonight in Boston, the first of 4 with the Red Sox. White Sox yesterday getting back outfielder Andrew Benintendi off the 10-day IL, recently out due to a left abductor strain. Cubs were idle Thursday, coming off a 3-3 road trip against Los Angeles Dodgers and San Diego Padres, awaiting the Cubs an 8-game homestand beginning this afternoon. The Arizona Diamondbacks enter Wrigley Field for a 3-game set. And that's a look at your sports for this Friday. I'm Frank Sprinkle.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all 3? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Let's play Find the Big Deal with Stragan Mantell. Give me a call, 219-866-4104. Looking for the price today on fresh farm-raised Atlantic salmon fillets. On sale this week at Stragan Mantell. Fresh farm-raised Atlantic salmon fillets on sale. 219-866-4104. Let me know the price on those. You'll be entered in for a chance to win that $50 gift card from Stragan Mantell and Touhyville.
Now at Verizon, we have some big news for your peace of mind. For all our customers, existing and new, we're locking in low prices for 3 years guaranteed on My Plan and My Home. That's future you peace of mind. And everyone can save on a brand new phone on My Plan when you trade in any phone from one of our top brands. That's new phone peace of mind. Because at Verizon, whether you're already a customer or you're just joining us, we got you. Visit Verizon today. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
This is the story of the one.
As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
All right, Bill got in from Lafayette to let me know that farm fresh raised Atlantic salmon fillets are on sale this week at Strachan Mantell for $7.99 a pound when you use your digital rewards account at Strachan Mantell. You know you can order your groceries online at StrachanMantell.com. Yep, you still get the in-store sale prices. You can use your online coupons. You still use your reward points, get reward points, all that great stuff. And you can set it up for pickup or delivery. Have it delivered to your home or business, or they do the shopping for you. Just stop by and pick it up. Strachan Mantell, life made simple, food made easy. Visit StrachanMantell.com. All right, your second chance to get registered for that $50 gift card is up on the WLQI and 98 Gold Facebook pages. Head over there, comment with the price and the same item. You'll be entered in for a chance to win that $50 gift card. We'll draw the winner later this morning. Good luck.
Rensselaer Iron and Metal is the picture of going green. Recycling metals is what they do. Keeping the metal business right here in the good old USA is what they're all about. Giving top dollar for your scrap iron not only helps keep your community clean, but it keeps our jobs and steel industry going strong. Remember, when you take your scrap to Rensselaer Iron and Metal, you're supporting your own economy. Rensselaer Iron and Metal, where your trash turns into cash.
All right, honey, I'm heading out for my morning walk. Hey, neighbor, front yard is looking great.
Yeah, we picked up some beautiful plants from Clark's.
Oh, there's Scott. Hey, your landscaping looks incredible.
Yep, quick trip to Clark's for some rocks and mulch. It was super easy with their help.
All right, see you guys later. Honey, I'm back from my walk.
Great. Hey, I was thinking we should really do something with our front yard.
You know, we should go to Clark's Garden and Floral Center. They have everything from plants to rocks and mulch to outdoor decorations.
Great idea. Did you come up with that on your own?
Of course.
Clark's Garden and Floral Center on Route 231 in Remington. Visit online at clarksgardenandfloral.com and like them on Facebook.
So you're telling me I can get any Quiznos 8-inch sub for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
So I can order an 8-inch Baja Chicken Club for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
Or a Black Angus Steakhouse for $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Or a French dip, or a steakhouse cheddar, or a peppercorn steak.
For $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Only at Quiznos in Wheatfield, right across from KV.
$5.55 after 5 for any 8-inch sub at the Quiznos in Wheatfield. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Download the Quiznos app today.
Ready to build your future? At St. Joseph's in Rensselaer, you won't just learn carpentry, you'll do it. Our building and trades program puts you on site with hands-on construction of a house, from foundation to roofing. Gain the skills that make a difference with small class sizes and flexible schedules. Your path to a career in building and trades starts now. Don't wait. Enroll today at stjo.edu.
The music where legends come alive. All day, every day.
Rensselaer, classic rock lives here. 97.7 FM WLQI. The Q.
Touhyville. You know what they say? 2 Touhies are better than 1.
Is it Friday yet?
That's part of my job here as host is to tell you what day of the week it is.
My favorite day of the week is
Friday.
What day is today? Friday. You know what that means?
I want to be a DJ.
You do?
Woo! Let's go to work.
But boss, it's Friday.
Of course. It's freaking Friday.
It is Friday. Everybody got big plans for the weekend? A fantastic show.
Let's get to it.
Showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for getting your weekend started right here on the Q and 98 Gold. You know, we stream our video. You can see our smiling faces each and every morning on our Facebook pages on the Q, 98 Gold, and Touhyville. If you haven't liked any of those, or, you know, you like one or two of them, go like all of them. Touhyville, WLQI, and 98 Gold. And wherever you're watching the video, just hit like while you're watching it. I'm telling you, with Facebook's algorithms and stuff, what it does is it sends it back up to the top of feeds for people, so it gets more people to be able to know that we're hanging out on video. Also on YouTube, you can subscribe as well. Want to mention our friends over at Fountain Stone Theater. Visit fountainstonetheaters.com. Did you know you could set up your own entertainment experience? You could rent the theater, do a party or something like that. We did for the first anniversary of Touhyville. Maybe that'll be something we do this year again. Come up with a new movie that kind of encompasses as we head into head into year 4, right? We'd be heading into year 4. It'd be our 3rd anniversary. Yeah,
right.
So, I'm good with math and things and stuff.
I kept saying, we've done this for 4 years.
Right.
And you're like, no, we haven't.
We actually haven't. Also want to mention our friends over at Jasper County Community Services on Tuesday. They're at the Rensselaer Senior Center. They're doing karaoke. I would love if somebody in the area would do karaoke. I really enjoyed karaoke.
I like karaoke, and I really like trivia night.
Yes.
I really missed trivia night at Fenwick's.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, too.
I met new friends, and just it seemed like the entire community was there on that night.
Yeah, it was really a lot of fun. Yeah. Karaoke we used to do when I was younger. They would have karaoke at a bar in Norwood Park and like on Northwest Highway. And me and my friends would go, and nobody could pick their own song. So we'd all get the slips, and so you'd fill out Steve, and they'd say, "Steve, come on up," and
What if it was a song you didn't know? Really, how do you do?
The words are up in front of you.
Oh Lord. I like it the other way where you choose, but you know who this seems like appropriate for? Jasper County Fair Association.
Oh, that'd be a lot of fun. Do karaoke night out at the fairgrounds. That'd be a lot of fun. Yep. Yeah.
Or
trivia night.
Or trivia night.
Do trivia night. That would be fun too. Yeah. So
they need to do that.
That would be fun
because they have the room.
Let's
and
sit
who
down and have
go?
a meeting with Gary.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, what if we sponsor it with them?
Yeah. See, I missed the last meeting. I was in Florida, so I didn't go to the last meeting. So, I'll have to bring that up at the next meeting.
You really do. You really do.
Yeah.
And what if, along with whatever small nominal fee it would be, what if it? Well, number one, it include pork chops from Remington Catering. I'm in, that wasn't what I thought at first. That's Cheryl's hook. But what if everybody had to bring a canned good for the food pantry?
Yep.
And they took donations for the food pantry that night.
Oh my goodness, you're funny.
Well, I just saw yesterday was like I was driving from an appointment, and there were cars everywhere because it was open, like at the food pantry, like it was pickup day or what,
I didn't know.
I thought there is just too much of a need, and I don't know if their grants or whatever have been cut, but I would think with this administration cutting everything that they're not going to get what they need.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Yeah,
so just a guess.
So,
I mean,
yeah. But none of that's why you called. You called because I was telling you about Jasper County Community Services, and they're doing karaoke on Tuesday. On Wednesday, they're doing English Muffin Day. So lots of fun stuff going on at the Rensselaer Senior Center.
I actually bought those the other day because I said I miss those from when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah?
Just toasting an English muffin and putting strawberry jelly on it.
Yeah, you like
or
that?
Butter in all the crevices, and then it goes, I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I haven't had an English muffin other than an Egg McMuffin English muffin, but I haven't had just a plain one. I don't know.
Yeah.
In my adult life, I want to say.
Yeah. Going back a little bit. So we were talking about how you spilled a candle one time in our old house.
Yeah.
On the carpet. Josh says if you get wax in the carpet, a paper towel and a clothes iron will get the wax out of the fabric and carpet. And I think we did get a lot of it out.
We did get a lot out. Yes.
I'm very good at it. It's
you are.
Trick, but
no.
Looking stuff up on the internet and finding ways to work at something and get it out. But we got a lot of it out. And then and then to get the rest of it out, Cheryl sold the house. So that was just one way to take care of that. Tina says, We have a spot right outside our granddaughter's bedroom that has red wax all over the carpet. She even had it down her leg and foot, but she didn't cry or have any marks of hot wax. So it probably cooled that fast. You know, it's just,
Yeah.
Ken says, good morning and goodbye to this crazy freaking week. Have you had a bad week, Kent? You had a tough week? So hopefully Sunday is a new start. You know, it's kind of what Easter is, you know.
Yes.
So hopefully things will go better for you next week, Kent. But thank you for hanging out with us. We appreciate it nonetheless. And I get it. I mean, it's when I got back here on last Friday, I felt like it was the end to 2 crazy blinking weeks. And now I feel even better because I know what my sister's feeling this morning. My sister is down in Florida to help both of my parents onto the planes, off of the planes, to fly them back to Chicago today. So she will be ecstatic to be back in her own bed tonight. I think she's been gone almost a month.
Well, for sure.
Because it was supposed to start as a vacation.
Because you were gone 2 weeks, and they were there at least a week before that.
I think the 24th of March is when she got to Florida. So she'll be glad to be to be back home and in her own bed and in her own house. So that's I'm sure she's very excited about that. So anyway, all right. So I was going to get to this before you told me about this story yesterday that you saw on Lester Holt News of the World, or whatever it's called, NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
News of the world. News of the world.
I just love Lester Holt because he was our Chicago newsman. Like, he was just our regular news guy in Chicago, and then he went national and was huge.
And I love that his son is also in it.
Following
and
his
I think
footsteps.
it's adorable because every so often he's after him. So they give a little blurb about what's happening today, and he goes, "Thanks, Dad." And I'm like, "Oh, I love it."
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. That's very cool.
Yeah.
So he did this story, and you brought it to my attention. Hundreds of bookworms near Ann Arbor, Michigan, turned out to help an independent bookstore move into a new location on Sunday. So they had to move over 9,000 books, and to keep them organized, so it wasn't like just boxes and boxes, to do them in alphabetical order so they could line them up on the shelves. So here's the owner, Michelle Tuplin, I believe is how you pronounce it, talking about how they did this. Just incredible.
People really consider independent bookstores theirs. There was a 91-year-old woman, there was somebody with their 6-year-old child, and we figured if we just did it book by book, everybody could be involved. People started clapping and cheering and singing, and it was just overwhelming.
She's hard to hear. She's
also, it sounds like she's from Britain.
Like either that, she
British.
sounded kind of like a Barbara Walters if she was on helium. Like
Right.
Yeah.
But
here's what happened.
imagine you move.
No, it's incredible. Yes. Yeah. More than 300 people lined up and moved each book one at a time, like a human conveyor belt.
They
from
did a
one
brigade.
Store, yes. From one store to the next, moved over 9,000 books in 2 hours, kept them all in alphabetical order. I think that's such a cool, remarkable thing.
And the woman couldn't afford, I don't think she could afford like the move and that. So people helped her.
It's just,
I mean, I just
so
love
cool.
that. If that isn't community, I don't know.
That's exactly what it is. And that's why it's so cool. Yeah. What a cool thing to have done to move this this thing. I think it's just crazy.
Yeah.
So right before I left, there were multiple stories about United Airlines. We had crazy things going on at United. I don't even remember what all the stories were, but it was like one thing after another. And then I just booked my flight to Florida on the cheapest that I could get because I was within a day I was flying.
Yeah.
I was on United.
Yeah.
Turns out I was on United both ways.
Yeah.
Everything went smooth. Everything was fine. United Airlines flight in Denver had to make an emergency landing after a rabbit somehow made it inside one of the engines and caused it to malfunction.
Yikes.
Apparently, folks were sitting on the plane and could see flames shooting out the plane, out of the engine. That would be it for me. that'd be the end of my day. I would be living in Florida or taking a train or something. I don't know what would happen, but. That's the people on the plane seeing that there's fire flying out of one of the engines.
Okay. I got the willies and almost started crying. Okay.
I mean, could you imagine? I assume they were in the air.
Yep. Yeah. Oy, oy, oy.
I mean, an unusual animal encounter causing a scare for passengers on a United Airlines flight. A rabbit somehow made it into the right engine. The possible wildlife strike happened as the Boeing 737 was taking off. Okay. There was a loud bang and a significant vibration in the plane. We proceeded to still climb, so they were off the ground. Oh yeah, there's video. Yeah, they were up off the ground.
And this is when I always pray the hardest. When we're going up or coming down. I can't.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's.
I don't know if you. Yeah.
Yeah. Woof. Yeah, that's that'll do it.
Usual animal encounter causing a scare in the air.
Rabbit through the number 2. That'll do it. All right.
A
rabbit through number 2. Yeah, that'll do it. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
just a rabbit.
Think
going
about
through our
the bird strike.
Just a thing.
Yeah.
He's very calm.
They have to be. Sure.
I know, but.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember once I was driving with my dad and his old police partner. We were going to a golf course, and a bird right in front of the car just exploded everywhere. I mean, and again, like, just called my dad. Was like, "Whoa, all right," and he pulled over just to make sure, like, didn't know if the car was broken or anything, and yep, just flew in at the right time. And we've all been there. We've all seen a bird fly in front of our car just at the wrong time. You're like, "Oh, did he make it?" Okay, there he goes right out the side. Like, sometimes you're like, are they playing a game? Just trying to get past the car? So yeah, rabbit number 2, that'll do it. Yeah, rabbit there. Yep.
That's who you want flying the plane when something like that goes, because you don't want me flying the plane.
Well, I mean, listen, no one wants me flying a plane.
First,
ever,
I'm like,
I don't know
how the is a rabbit in there?
Right,
like,
where did the rabbit
listen,
come from?
Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
You don't belong here.
Yeah. Where did he go? Oh, there he went. So every few minutes there was a backfire coming from the engine, a giant fireball behind it. Everybody in the plane started to scream, as we heard. Wyatt McCurry saw the fire shooting from the plane while on the ground. He says, "My stomach dropped. I just thought I'm going to see a plane go down." The pilots quickly responded to the malfunction in the cockpit. The plane turned around after about 75 minutes in the air.
Wait, what?
What? You could see it from the airport. What? The aircraft returned to the gate, and we lined up a new aircraft to get our customers on their way. What?
Okay, maybe when you take off, you have to kind of like go all the way around or something. I don't know. 75 minutes. That would have been the longest hour and 10 of my life.
Yeah.
Oof.
And the rabbits.
Silly rabbit.
The rabbit wasn't a fan either. So, all right, let's take a break. When we come back, we've got the story that we've been meaning to get to all week. Something you'd never buy, even if it was discounted down to 99.9%. So,
okay,
like something that you would just, no way, I don't want it, forget it. So we'll talk about that and more coming up. Stick around.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Today, a 10% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 5 p.m. Mostly sunny and windy with gusts up to 40 miles per hour and a high near 82. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms all night and into the early morning hours. Windy with a low around 52. Saturday, a 40% chance of showers, cloudy with a high near 56. Saturday night, a 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy with a low around 46. Easter Sunday, a 60% chance of showers with thunderstorms also possible after 1 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 63. Sunday night, showers and thunderstorms continue all night with a low around 54.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Ready to build your future? At St. Joseph's in Rensselaer, you won't just learn carpentry, you'll do it. Our building and trades program puts you on site with hands-on construction of a house. From foundation to roofing, gain the skills that make a difference with small class sizes and flexible schedules. Your path to a career in building and trades starts now. Don't wait. Enroll today at stjo.edu.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you've got to build your business. We had to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much. You'll like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
Spring has sprung at another season in DeMott. Everywhere you turn are the tastes, smells, feels of spring. New candles from Swan Creek, charcuterie goodies including dips, chocolates, drink mixes, snack items, and more. At another season, there's no need to wait for April showers. Forever flowers are always in bloom. Easter is on its way, and another season has gifts that'll make the Easter Bunny jealous. Hop on in and shop today. Another Season, 605 North Halleck Street in DeMott. Visit online at anotherseasonfloral.com. Like them on Facebook and follow on Instagram.
George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brooke, Indiana offers a spectrum of personalized services. Whether it's short-term rehabilitation or long-term care, each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Residents engage in community activities, including delightful trips, and can also take advantage of convenient transportation services. George Aid is more than just for the elderly. They have workplace injury, outpatient rehab and therapy services that ensure every individual's needs are met with expertise and compassion. Visit georgeaid.org or call them at 219-275-2531. George Aid Memorial Healthcare. We care for you in a quiet country setting.
SP19 American Kitchen at Sandy Pines Golf Course in DeMott specializes in American comfort food. Looking to get your day off to a great start? Then look no further than SP19's breakfast menu, packed with mouth-watering omelets, breakfast sandwiches, along with all-American classics like steak and eggs, biscuits and gravy, fluffy pancakes, and waffles just waiting for you and your appetite. SP19 American Kitchen at Sandy Pines Golf Course, 231 DeMott.
Unearth the fascinating tales of the tracks at the Monon Connection Train Museum. Housing over 6,500 railroad items and numerous exclusive relics, it's the largest private railroad collection presented to the public in the U.S. Marvel at the extravagance of the Flagler car, crafted in the 1890s, a testament to opulence and ambition. Experience the rich tapestry of American railroad history right on Highway 421, Monon. Dial 219-253-4100 or visit mononconnection.net to make your plans today. Get on board for an unforgettable journey.
97.7 The Q.
Touhyville. 2 Touhies, no waiting.
Today is a good day.
Actually, it's Good Friday. The good in Good Friday comes from an archaic meaning of the word good, which translates into English as Holy Friday.
Easter is upon us.
Easter.
Easter eggs!
Rabbits encased in chocolate.
A beautiful Easter.
Weekend.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, Jesus.
Showtime. Welcome into Touhyville. It is Good Friday leading into your Easter weekend. Thanks for getting your Easter weekend started with us here on the Q98 Gold. Portions of which are brought to us by our friends over at Kirpsey Head Start. Visit KIRPC Head Start on Facebook or KIRPC.net to find out about how you can enroll your child ages 3 to 5 years old in Newton, Jasper, and Pulaski counties. You can enroll year-round at KIRPC.net. You can find out more information about that. Also, want to mention our friends over at the Jasper County Fair Association. This is going to be so cool. Spooktacular Camp, October 17th through the 19th. Enjoy a fun-filled weekend of camping, games, activities, trick-or-treating, movie, hayride. You must camp to participate in the activities. So make your plans now. Find out more on the Jasper County Fair Association Facebook page. That's where you're going to find all the good stuff there. So, all right, McMadness raging on. We are in our Final Four. We're going to find out our champion by next Tuesday. So our Final Four will run through the weekend voting, okay? You can vote all weekend. Then on Monday, we will be down to 2. We will have our championship battle Monday, and Tuesday morning when we come in, we will have our winner. Right now, Fries versus McNuggets. Fries with 80% of the vote. Starting to really run away. Big Mac versus Quarter Pounder with cheese. Quarter Pounder with cheese with 59% of the vote.
I need to go vote.
I mean, to me, that would be an upset. I love the Quarter Pounder with cheese. Okay? That's my go-to.
Okay, I need to vote right this minute.
To beat a Big Mac, now because of it being one of my faves, I put it as a 3 seed. So
right,
and it's really weird, but that's also why
the whole seed thing.
Filet-O-Fish, we gave a 2 seed for you, to help it out.
Yeah,
and so you never know. So Big Mac currently down to Quarter Pounder with cheese. You have all weekend to vote, 59% to 41%. But McNuggets just getting spanked, 80% to 20%. Wow.
Wow. Okay. I heard it the opposite way in my head.
Oh, you heard Fries getting beat? No.
In my head. I was just, how you're like, there's, yeah. Wow.
Now, did you just go in and vote? All right. What did you vote?
McNuggets and Quarter Pounder with cheese.
Okay. I had to go Fries.
Did you?
I did. Because if I was thinking about it,
yeah,
I love McNuggets.
No, I know.
But there is nothing better
than
fresh fries at McDonald's.
Right. And with the salt. Like they just I could be a pig. I could just take the whole thing and go yeah, they're just, you just ram them in your face. You can't get them.
That might be lunch today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be lunch today. I don't know.
Yeah. And I try to be a good girl and only order the sandwich.
Yeah, but
I do. Because I'm like, fries are just, you know how good of a girl I was yesterday at Royal Oak? I ordered chicken with no fries.
You were having some sugar issues.
It's the first time I had a sugar issue in 5 years, I think.
Well, what happened was
it's the funniest thing ever.
God got you for eating my donut.
Okay, but do tell them what happened, because I don't touch donuts. I'll eat half or I'll eat a quarter or whatever it is. And what we did was we were at Parlor Donuts the day before in Crown Point because we were canvassing Crown Point.
Yep.
And for the life of me, I mean, I don't know why they aren't like flocking to us to advertise.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it because we are their like bait. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we were going in cold calling and all that stuff. And we went to Parlor Donuts and they had keto donuts. So I thought, okay, I'm going to see if this is good or not. Like, because if it's good, I'm in. We got the donuts switched up and I handed you the box, which was the keto donuts.
2 keto donuts.
And the other donut I had, and I was half asleep.
My
anyway.
real donut.
Your real donut.
Super chocolate spectacular, whatever they call it. Carnival chocolate. Yeah.
Okay. And it had, and I even said to you, if this is a keto donut, I'm Mother Teresa.
Right. You're
I mean,
sitting
I
eating
said
it.
it. I'm eating it, and I'm like, this is so delicious. Why
Right.
wouldn't everybody just order keto? And it was dipped in sugar. So this lack of brain maniac didn't go, oh, how could it be keto? Because it's like dipped in sugar and all that stuff. I sucked that donut down. Ooey gooey, chocolate, yummy, all of it. And then could barely see. And when I was on air yesterday, it was like this close to tossing my cookies because it was too much sugar. And the whole day was like ruined almost. Like I was just in the aftermath of having too much sugar and
I'm
you
eating
were
this,
laughing.
I'm eating the second
Not that
donut.
I was sick. You were laughing though.
Early on.
Because you're like, these donuts are
they're okay.
Okay, but nah, I'm not going to do them again. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why did he say donuts plural? That was when I was like, I ordered one chocolate, one vanilla, thinking, okay, if the chocolate is weird, I'll know to have the vanilla. I'll just take a bite of each one and then toss the rest.
Yeah.
And that's when I went, oh, snap. I ate the real deal one.
Well, and then I was like, I'm looking at the donut. I'm going, this isn't what it looked like in the case. Like,
that's what you said.
Like,
and
I'm
then
like,
I went, I ate his
and
donut.
you just started like to smile like the cat that ate the canary, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you ate mine. And you're like, I can't believe I did that. I'm like, yep. And it got you. It got you good. Yeah. So, all right. What's something you'd never buy, even if it was discounted by 99.9%?
Something I would never buy. Yeah. I don't know. Do you immediately have something off your head? Like, boom, never.
I mean, like my first thing that comes to mind is like food and stuff. Like, you know, like I wouldn't buy like a fish sandwich or, you know, like stuff that I don't like. But
yeah, but that's not really, they're saying like a thing.
Like a thing. So that's what I'm saying. That's the first thing that comes to mind. So I'm trying to think of like something that would be like, no, like I don't know.
Yeah, I can't even think. But when that's why I'm really eager to
see what the list is. I'm sure there's going to be things on there where I'm like,
who
oh,
did it
yeah,
too?
That makes sense.
Who's
the people? Ask Reddit.
Okay, so Reddit. Yeah, good deal. All right.
In a new poll, 61% of Americans say being frugal has become cool, which is convenient because nobody can afford anything anymore. That doesn't mean we'll buy just anything.
Good timing.
Yeah, yes. That doesn't mean we'll just buy anything because it's on sale. Someone recently asked the internet, what's something you'd never buy, even if it was discounted by 99.9%? So here. Now, if we're just talking about me, like, other than, like I said, I had the one, probably a candle. Like a scented candle. I probably wouldn't like if I already had the one that I had, and I saw that they were discounted down to a penny, I'd be like if I was going to sell them, if I was going to sell them, or if I was going to give them to you, that's fine. Like I being with you, I would go, oh my goodness, great sale. I would just grab them all and give them to you.
The minute the show is over, you're going to show me on my keyboard, or you're going to make it available, all the sound effects, because I'm going like this. Canceled. I'm looking. Canceled. That's it.
Not gonna happen.
That's it. No.
I'm just saying for me.
Yeah,
like,
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
but I'm like, what would I
right.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm trying to think of things that like would do nothing for me.
I know, and I can't come up with any.
And it's probably about half of the stuff that you own. Battery operated tea lights. I am so sick of your stupid battery operated tea lights that are supposed to open with a little penny like normal. I've spent 2 to 3 hours trying to get them open that I have to practically break them to get them open. And they're so, and why? So we could have a little tiny, like 12 of them in our window.
I love the way they look
do
at night.
nothing for me whatsoever. And you love them, and you're not even awake when the sun is down, ever. So you don't even know they exist. All right. Tim says, good day to you both. Good day to you, sir. Okay. It says here, Someone recently asked the internet, what's something you'd never buy even if it was super duper discounted? Okay.
I can't think of anything. I can't believe it.
The nasty fabric toilet seat covers that grandma used to have, usually in nice, calming powder blue.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
all
I've
right.
never in my life had a toilet seat cover. You have.
I have.
Yeah, never in my life.
Okay.
A get rich quick course from a 20-something on TikTok.
Never.
Right. Yeah, no. Never, ever, no. Who was I talking to the other day? And it reminded me of when our kids were younger. Our oldest was younger. My sister was talking to me about how her daughter was complaining about the hours and how many hours and stuff like that. And I remember when our oldest daughter was first working at Marshall, she's like, they scheduled me for 36 hours this week.
I am just sick of this.
I'm like,
what's the matter?
36 hours. I get to that by Wednesday. Like,
I keep telling them. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I remember going 36 hours.
Okay. I don't know that this has ever been offered to somebody, but no, I mean, this is just dumb. A live rhino. Well, no. Like, I mean, now we're getting ludicrous.
Like, a king cobra.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
No.
Okay. See, now this is a good one. Gas station sushi.
Oh, yeah, no.
The hot dog at the gas station that looks like it's been there since the 70s.
Right.
I'm going to pass. I will never forget. I was on a road trip for comedy with one of my comedy mentors, Paul Frisbee.
Yeah.
And so Paul taught me how to be able to make a living as a comedian. Go here, discounts here, go to here, have lunch at Costco for samples. Like, you just go, when you're broke, you just walk through Costco, you eat all the samples, and you've had lunch. Like,
it's like $1.50 for their hot dog there.
Well, we probably didn't, or Sam's Club or something. I don't even know.
Yeah. Okay. But I remember him
years
teaching
ago,
you too where the best Walmarts were, where to stay, where to.
He took me to a place in Michigan City. They always had great, cheap Chinese food. We would just get off and we'd get Chinese food to go and we'd eat it while we were driving the rest of our trip.
Wow.
So anyway, we stopped at a gas station. He comes out with 2 of those hot dogs, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I love them." He goes, "Have you ever had one?" I'm like, "No, and I won't." I'm like, I like hot dogs, and I will not do that to myself. No way, no how, no way, no how. Lynette gave us a whole bunch of laughing emojis at our discussion on the things that I don't like in our house.
Right.
That you do. And Carrie Ann says, morning, everyone. Have a nice Easter. You too, Carrie Ann. Thank you for hanging out. Okay, well, meth. I mean, come on, guys.
Wait a second. Is this Carrie Ann the Carrie that does all of the mammograms at Franciscan?
It doesn't say that on her Facebook title, so I don't know. You asked me that,
she was because she was the best. I mean, the best. I had my bone density. Carrie was the one who helped me. I mean, Franciscan man, they got it going on.
Franciscan man. Yeah, no, I don't know. I thought she was my wayward son. Carrie and my wayward son. Yeah, no, that's not it either. So I don't know, but it doesn't say that it's Carrie Ann.
Now, what's
the mammogram woman?
You should cry no more. What was that?
Oh no, not show with lyrics again. Chicken in my bedpan. Carrie says no, LOL. That's not who she is.
Okay, because I was going to give you a big hug.
Carrie Ann, you are important nonetheless.
You are.
Don't let Cheryl belittle you. No.
But shout out to my Carrie at Franciscan this morning.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. Who doesn't need a good nurse? Like just a good nurse? Because the longest minutes of my life are waiting for the she walks down the hallway and goes to the radiologist.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I don't get enough credit for my breast exams.
Sorry, Carrie, you're in second place. You're in second place.
All right, let's see.
First place nurse. Second place, period.
All right, so none of these are some of these are getting stupid. Used underwear.
Ew! I mean, stop!
okay, I've got one because I've seen it at places. a bathing suit at a garage sale. I don't care how cheap.
Yeah.
I don't care how. No way am I buying a bathing suit at a garage sale.
Yeah.
No way, no how. Not going to happen. Yes.
No.
Yep.
Okay.
Honestly, okay. Now I know you've done it off the internet and stuff, and it doesn't bother you. It's I wouldn't want any used shoes because you have shoes that you'll wear like twice a year, like for fashion type things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing the same shoes almost every day, so I would not go with used shoes.
Yeah.
Guys' shoes used, like maybe a nice pair of dress shoes, maybe that I would wear once a year.
So let me update you.
Okay.
I don't buy used shoes that like shoes that were used. I will buy new without tag or new with tag that someone bought and didn't wear. I don't like other people's feet in my things.
Yeah, I didn't know if like with women's shoes, because like you have, I mean, you have so many shoes. One time you got an email from Imelda Marcos and said you got a lot of damn shoes. So I mean that's how many shoes you have. So
they're cute shoes though. My shoes are very cute. I'll show you the shoes this morning.
Time out.
These are.
Did I ever? Oh, you're gonna hurt yourself. Yeah. Did I ever say anywhere in my sentence you have bad shoes?
No.
You just have a lot of shoes.
But you never add like an adjective to it that's like
I did a lot of
positive in its description. Like you're like a lot of damn shoes.
Right.
But why can't you just say a lot of cute shoes? You're adorable, Cheryl.
You are.
My love.
You are. I say those things. I don't say them on the radio. So yeah. No,
you do say I'm adorable. The day of my
Mhm.
birthday, you were like,
Yeah.
That was one of the first times in a while where you were like, wow.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Well, 80% of the time that we see each other, it's 4:00 in the morning, and we're both kind of like,
listen,
do we have to?
There's
do
not a
this
lot
again?
of wow moments. I totally get it.
No, that's not what I meant. Listen, you're not going to hook me into this with the way that I got you the other day, where you said I was like kissing a frog or something. So
I did not. Can I just tell you, Lori Deno, one of our like
residents of Touhyville,
but like listeners extraordinaire. She just sent me a Google thing, a message about the difference between Hellmann's and Miracle Whip.
Oh, okay.
So it said Hellmann's is a mayonnaise. Miracle Whip is a salad dressing with a sweeter and spicier flavor than mayonnaise, containing less oil and more sugar, water, and spices.
All right. There you go.
Okay.
Good stuff. Yeah. I like it.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right. Well, I understand. I understand completely. So, all right. Before we get any further, it was a close call. I almost missed it, but I didn't.
Put on those thinking caps. It's time now for the pizza quiz, brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. You could win a large one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Be caller number 7 at 866-4104. That's 866-4104. Be caller number 7 right now.
What sets Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer apart from the other pizza places? Rick's is locally owned. Their dough is made fresh daily and hand-tossed, not run through a machine. Cheese is grated daily. Toppings are generous, fresh, and your pizza is baked to perfection in a classic stone oven. Looking to try something different? Try a pineapple, apple butter, or barbecue pizza. Call 866-7466 to place your order. Local delivery is available. Open Tuesday through Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Rick's Pizza. Taste the difference.
All right, looking for call number 7, 219-866-4104. Give us a call for your chance to win a one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. 219-866-4104. I can say that you have a pretty good chance to win. This is a 50-50 question today. I've got a 50-50
Well, for
question.
Easter, it should be. What do you like on your pizza? That's what I would.
Oh, okay. How many eggs do I have in my basket? 219-866-4104.
Do you put pineapple on your pizza? You lose.
You just bought a pineapple, and I didn't even know.
pink.
I didn't even know what it was at first, but it was like pink pineapple.
It's called a pink queen or something like that.
Yeah. Hi, good morning. You're calling number 7. Who's this?
Hey, Isaac.
Isaac, how are you, bud?
I am better than I deserve.
Well, that's good. I think I heard you say that the other day. I'm assuming you are a Dave Ramsey fan. Am I correct?
Yes, I am.
Absolutely.
Is that what he says all the time?
That's what Dave Ramsey says. Every time someone calls in, they say, how are you? He says, better than I deserve.
Wow.
So, yeah, I love that. So, all right, Isaac, let's see if we can get you a pizza. We were just talking about this. What do you think Cheryl has more of, candles or shoes? You got a 50-50 shot.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with shoes.
You know what? It was a trick question because she's got a lot of both. So either way, you were going to win.
You were winning.
All right. Hold on a second. I'm going to send you over to Cheryl so you can get your info. You got yourself a pizza from Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. Hold on a second, sir. There you go. See,
that's so funny because that had me stumped. I'm like,
Cheryl's like,
they're mine, and I'm like, I don't know which one is the answer.
I got a lot of them. So, all right, we'll see if we can get a winner again on Monday in the pizza quiz.
Winners and families of winners on the Pizza Quiz are ineligible to win for 30 days. The Pizza Quiz is brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer.
Make it a play day with Hoosier Lottery Games, a chance to treat yourself when it's time to take a break. Get in on the fun with chances to win starting at just $1. Play responsibly.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Till-To-Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Save big money at Menards. Find the perfect outdoor lighting for your patio and walkway with Patriot Lighting. Add a modern, clean style to your yard with a 10-pack of majestic solar LED path lights. They automatically turn on at dusk for up to 8 hours of illumination with no wiring required. Pick them up today. On sale now through April 20th. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200
cash back. If you like free money, download Upside. I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group. And I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare or you'll pay nothing. Call now for your free information kit. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090.
800-714-9090. This is The Q. 97.7 FM WLQI Rensselaer. Start your day in Touhyville and stick around for Northwest Indiana's best classic rock all day long. Right here on The Q.
Time for a check of news. This check of news brought to us by Steinke Funeral Home. Visit SteinkeFuneralHome.com to ensure your final wishes are respected. Here's Russ Martin.
Indiana's revenue picture for the next budget cycle shows a large deficit. One of the two budget architects, Senator Brian Mishler of Mishawaka, said everything is on the table, including ways to add revenue. We spoke with State Representative Kendall Culp about the revenue forecast.
We see a hole in the budget of $2 billion. We're currently operating under about a $44 billion biennial budget, so $22 billion a year. So now you've got to find $1 billion to take away from that, see where we come up with $2 billion. That means services may be cut somewhere. That's a possibility. So we've got to find savings in the budget. So that's going to be a challenge the next 7 days.
Senate and House Democrats have proposed doubling the tax rate of cigarettes. There's been no increase in these taxes in 20 years. They estimated this would add $800 million to the budget. The interview with State Representative Culp can be heard on our websites under the News link and Newsmakers tab. The Jasper County Sheriff's Office reported 42-year-old Robin Canestrick of DeMont was charged with the felony charges of criminal confinement and strangulation following the report of a domestic disturbance on Tuesday at a residence southwest of DeMont. A press release issued yesterday stated the deputies responded to a call from a male who alleged that the accused had punched him and choked him and prevented him from leaving the residence. Authorities said the victim had visible injuries to his neck and face, but he declined medical treatment. The male said that he locked himself in a bathroom to call 911. Robin Canestrick was also charged with 3 misdemeanors: domestic battery, interfering with the reporting of a crime, and invasion of privacy. County police said that she had a protective order against her. The Indiana State Police reported in a press release that a Valparaiso man, 20-year-old Caden Arens, faces felony charges of child exploitation after their investigation allegedly revealed he was sending inappropriate images of children on a social platform. State law enforcement also stated they received multiple cyber tips about this illegal activity. Arens was already in custody at the Porter County Sheriff's Department as a result of a separate investigation by Valparaiso authorities. This is National Volunteer Month, and the American Red Cross is asking donors to keep the blood supply stable by giving blood. Donors who give through April 30th will receive a Red Cross t-shirt and be entered for a chance to win a $5,000 prize. A blood donation event is taking place today in Remington at the Apostolic Christian Church, just north of that town, on the west side of Highway 231 from 1 until 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Log on to redcrossblood.org and type in zip code 47977 in the upper right-hand corner to set up an appointment, or just stop by at 16448 U.S. Highway 231. And there are many communities that have Easter egg hunt events scheduled for Saturday. For that list, go to our websites under News and Newsmakers. And happy Easter, everyone. Stay safe and well. I'm Russ Martin.
Saying goodbye to a loved one is never easy. In your time of sorrow, look to Steinke Funeral Home of Rensselaer and Morocco to assist you and your family, offering funeral and memorial services ranging from traditional to uniquely innovative and personal, along with burial services, cremation options, and celebrations of life. Steinke Funeral Home offers complete care, allowing you to comfort your family while they take care of the details. If it's time to say goodbye to a loved one or you're pre-planning for your own service, call Steinke Funeral Home at 219-866-5151 or visit SteinkeFuneralHome.com.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
42-year-old Christopher Allen Hovis of Rensselaer passed away on April 12th. Friends may call today from 2 until 7 p.m. Central Time at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer. Funeral services for Christopher Allen Hovis will be held on Saturday at 10:30 Central at Jackson Funeral Chapel. Interment will follow at Weston Cemetery. In lieu of flowers, memorial contributions may be made to benefit Chris's children in care of Bridget Hovis. To share memories and or condolences, visit jacksonfuneral.com. 86-year-old Jolene Falecki of DeMott passed away on Tuesday, April 15th. Visitation will be held today at Jackson Funeral Service, DeMott, from 3 until 6 p.m. Jolene Falecki's wishes were to be cremated and be interred at the Cemetery of the Resurrection. Arrangements entrusted to Jackson Funeral Service of DeMott. 87-year-old Mary A. Spriggs of Wheatfield passed away on April 15th. Friends may call from 11 until 1 o'clock today at Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield. Services for Mary Spriggs will be held at Boersma Funeral Home, 1 o'clock today, with Pastor Don Gear officiating. Interment will be in Smith Cemetery. Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the American Lung Association. 91-year-old Jack Whitaker Sr. of Rensselaer passed away on February 28th. Friends may call from 3 until 6 p.m. on Saturday, April 19th, at the American Legion Post 29 in Rensselaer. Services for Jack Whitaker Sr. will be held at the American Legion Post 29, 4 p.m. Saturday. Interment will be at Marion National Cemetery at a later date. Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. 100-year-old Kathleen Kindig of Brook passed away on April 11th. Visitation for Kathleen Kindig will be held Saturday from 9 until 11 a.m. Central Time, until the funeral service at 11 a.m. at Brook United Methodist Church, with interment to follow at Riverside Cemetery, Brook. Pastor Matt Bauman officiating. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Brook United Methodist Church. Arrangements entrusted to Gertz, Windler, and Keller Funeral Homes, Brook Chapel. Condolences may be expressed at kellerfh.com. 83-year-old Jonah Shell of Rensselaer passed away on Monday, April 14th. Visitation will be on Monday, April 21st from noon until 3 p.m. at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer. Funeral services for Jonah Shell will be held on Monday at 3 o'clock at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer, with Pastor Bill Taylor officiating. Arrangements entrusted to Steinke Funeral Home. Memories and condolences may be shared with the family at steinkefuneralhome.com. 82-year-old Charles Bradshaw of Roselawn passed away on Tuesday, April 15th. Visitation will be held on Monday, April 21st at Jackson Funeral Service, DeMott, from 2 until 7 p.m. Charles Bradshaw's wishes were to be cremated and then interred at Roselawn Cemetery. Arrangements entrusted to Jackson Funeral Service of DeMott. 64-year-old Sarah Sholey of Wheatfield passed away on April 15th. Friends may call from 10 until noon on Monday, April 21st at Boersma Funeral Home in Wheatfield. Services for Sarah Sholey will be held at Boersma Funeral Home at noon on Monday, with Pastor Don Gear officiating. Interment will be in Weston Cemetery. Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Robert Fozzie Senior Center or West Central Band Program. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Today, a 10% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 5 p.m. Mostly sunny and windy with gusts up to 40 miles per hour and a high near 82. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms all night and into the early morning hours. Windy with a low around 52. Saturday, a 40% chance of showers. Cloudy with a high near 56. Saturday night, a 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy with a low around 46. Easter Sunday, a 60% chance of showers with thunderstorms also possible after 1 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 63. Sunday night, showers and thunderstorms continue all night with a low around 54.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Are you ready to rock?
Don't worry, we can wait. Whatever rocks.
On the Q.
97.7 FM WLQI.
Touhyville. 2 Tuohys, and that's a lot of Touhy.
Exactly what is this?
It's a freaking weekend.
Sure it is.
Yeah, it's feeling like a Friday for sure. All right, today is one of my favorite days.
Thank God it's TGIF.
Really? Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Are we live?
Count it down. Go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let the show begin.
There's something about that rhythm that always gets me. It's I think it's 50 Cent. It's my buddy Fitty. I used to love his vitamin water. Don't really know anything about his music other than this. Like this is all I know. So, all right. Portion of the show is brought to us by George A. Memorial Healthcare in Brook, offering a spectrum of personalized services, including short-term rehab, long-term rehab, workplace injury, outpatient rehab, and more. Therapy services. Find out more at georgeaid.org. Also, want to mention our friends over at Steve Specialized Services. Great deals right now on Bad Boy Mower. It's going to be in the 70s, almost 80 today. Okay? The lawn's going to start getting longer. The lawn getting longer? Yeah. Got rain coming this weekend. Grass is going to start to grow, get greener. You want to make sure you got your Bad Boy Mower or Bandit ready to go. Visit them on 231 in Rensselaer. Visit stevespecialized.com as well to find out more about what they've got at Steve Specialized Services. And, of course, we don't talk about it a lot, but Steve Specialized Services has quite an array of things going on over there. So you've got the laundromat right there. You've got Honest Abe Log Cabins. That's them, too. They're in the process of building this giant, super cool showroom that is also going to look like a log cabin when it's done. So they've got the Bad Boy Mowers and the Bandits. And Steve Specialized Services also does incredible home repair, construction, really just about anything around the house that you need to get done. They can take care of it and do such a great job.
A professional, you don't know that they're there. They do the job, they leave. There isn't stuff on the floor, stuff out of place. If there's a problem, let's say like with us when they put in our sink, our new sink, there was like a piece that they noticed needed to be done. So they ran back and got it. I mean, they just did, and they do it the right way. They don't
Great job, Steve Specialized Services. So
for sure.
Can't say enough good things about them.
Yeah.
So, all right. Keep voting on McMadness Final Four. We'll have our championship on Monday. Fries versus McNuggets, quarter pounder with cheese versus Big Mac. So keep the votes coming. We'll keep you updated throughout the morning as well. You can vote all weekend long, so it'll stay open all weekend. It's automatic that it does it for, I think, 3 days. So go ahead and cast your vote. 81% of the vote going to Fries so far. 58% for quarter pounder with cheese, 42% for Big Mac. So it's close. It's tight there.
Closer there.
Yep. So it is Easter weekend. This Sunday is Easter, as we've talked about. And we also have talked about how in our home, we have Alexa running almost all the lights, hooked up to our televisions, hooked up to lights. What else we got? I think that's it, right? Just a bunch of different lights, lamps.
Well,
like
and we have like outlets, lamps and outlets and
all that good stuff. But sometimes we just like Alexa to, give us a little joy. So I said, Alexa, tell me some Easter jokes.
What's the Easter Bunny's favorite kind of music? Hippity hop. Why did the baby chick cross the road? To meet up with her peeps. Did you hear about the dirty Easter egg hunt? It was hosted by the Dust Bunny. What is the Easter Bunny's favorite restaurant? IHOP. What happens when you fall in love on Easter? You live happily ever after. What is the Easter egg's least favorite day of the week? Friday. Thank you. I'll be here until Sunday.
Thank you, Alexa. So Sunday is
I liked that.
Sunday is Easter, and it is also 420 day. Same day. Yeah, it is. That's right. It says over the last decade, cannabis has become legal for recreational use in 24 states. It's about half the country. They say despite that, marijuana use has plateaued in the U.S. It's not growing. Makes sense. I mean, I think the people that are going to do it are going to do it. It is what it is. It's not really a thing anymore.
Well, because my argument is that because you legalized it,
right? Which makes sense. That's fine. Which
is
make money off of it. Yes.
Yeah.
It says there were several years of growth, but according to annual surveys, regular weed use has leveled off over the past 4 years in America. In 2025, 17% of people say they use cannabis daily for medical or recreational use. 11% say they use it monthly. 3% said a few times a year, and 69% said they rarely or never use it. That's not surprising to me. I would not think the majority of people would use it. So, that said, here's some reasons Easter should always be on 420. Presented by our friend Johnny Canibus. Why would they call it Easter grass if it wasn't meant to be smoked?
Johnny Canibus.
The only way people are going to actually eat peeps is if they have the munchies anyway. Your kids take longer to find Easter eggs when you get so stoned you forget where you hid them. Or how many you hid. I don't know. Maybe they're in the neighbor's yard. I don't know. What better way to pay tribute to the one who's risen than get high? I saw it in the Bible. It said Lord on high. Yeah, he gets high. It's fine. It's all good. He's on high. I knew it.
And so am I, right?
Why pretend there's a giant bunny when you can't get so baked you can see one? You know, what the heck? Listen, considering the price of eggs, wheat is cheaper at this point. Yeah. Can't get a dime bag of eggs, can you? You know,
dime bag eggs.
Just having a little Easter fun there on Good Friday, of course. All right.
That's my favorite. My favorite. That makes my cheeks hurt.
Yeah, no,
when you do Johnny Canibus.
I like to do that for you because it makes you laugh. That's one of my favorites. All right. Speaking of which, because of this, there's a whole nother book that's come out for this Easter.
No way, dude. Puff, puff, Passover, dude. Here comes Peter Cottonmouth, rising from his smoke-filled couch. Sticky, icky, icky, icky pizza's on its way.
Oh, my gosh.
Having some fun here.
Passover.
Having some fun here on a Good Friday, of course. The most popular Easter candies we talked about yesterday, Reese's peanut butter eggs.
I can't believe when you said it, I didn't think it. I think my whole head right now is in Dubai chocolate land.
Yeah, you are in Dubai chocolate, like locked in. Yes. But what didn't make the list of even the top 10 were Peeps. Perhaps Peeps need some help.
This year, when your child looks at their basket of candy and says,
"Gross, I hate Peeps,"
now you can do something about it. Introducing Adopt a Peep, your chance to provide a loving home for a candy that would otherwise decompose in a landfill, assuming Peeps can decompose. With Adopt a Peep, you're not just saving a life, you're adding a constant companion. Adopt a Peep, because everything deserves a loving home, even the sugar-coated sole of your Hoka running shoe.
With the arms of the angel music. I can't even. That is fantastic.
Oh, good stuff.
Do you have can you help me? I'm telling you right now. In many ways, I can't be helped. But
what's happening? Yeah.
So my glasses.
Yeah.
Do you ever have a pair of glasses that keep ripping hairs out of your head? When I
have not had that problem.
It just keeps like catching a hair, and I'm like, I'm already at the deficit. You know, after menopause. Thank you. Like I need every hair I can get to stay.
So is it, I mean, you know, this is radio, but is it because like when it gets in your ears, it opens it up a little bit?
No, it's getting albangos here into this little thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So right now you put them on.
I'm putting them on.
And are they as wide as they can be? Like, are they like, do you feel like a gap there on the sides there? No, you don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
This is riveting.
Even when they adjust, you know, have you ever gone to the eye doctor and then they look at you and they adjust? I'm like, they're fine. And they're like, no, they're not. Let me work on breaking them before you break them.
Yeah.
And then it does feel better though when they adjust them.
We'll see. Yeah.
Like they're like, yeah.
Or they adjust them to not cut your hair. Ask them
But
to do
it's
that
so
next
weird
time.
because they're doing this. Like
Staring into your eyes. Yeah.
They're like right into your eyes, and then they're
Yeah.
tap, 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 tap. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, Mr. P, Locksmith and Security, dumb criminal of the day.
Already?
Yeah, here we go.
Hello.
Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
All right, honey, I'm heading out for my morning walk. Hey, neighbor, front yard is looking great.
Yeah, we picked up some beautiful plants from Clark's.
Oh, there's Scott. Hey, your landscaping looks incredible.
Yep, quick trip to Clark's for some rocks and mulch. It was super easy with their help.
All right, see you guys later. Honey, I'm back from my walk.
Great. Hey, I was thinking we should really do something with our front yard.
You know, we should go to Clark's Garden and Floral Center. They have everything from plants to rocks and mulch to outdoor decorations.
Great idea. Did you come up with that on your own?
Of course.
Clark's Garden and Floral Center on Route 231 in Remington. Visit online at clarksgardenandfloral.com and like them on Facebook.
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text MANAGE to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text MANAGE to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text MANAGE to 200-300. That's MANAGE to 200-300. MANAGE to 200-300.
What up, fellow Gen Xers? Elizabeth Banks here. As the original Latchkey kids, we took things into our own hands, like house keys and video game controllers. And now it's time for us to do it again, because the recommended age to get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia has been lowered to 50 and older, even if you're healthy. We're at over 6 times greater risk compared to adults under 50. So go to vaxassist.com and schedule. Gen X, this is our shot. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Touhyville. Double the Touhies, double the fun.
Good morning.
First of all, welcome to the show.
Happy Friday.
I have a question for you. Who the hell are you?
Okay, I get it. It's been a long week. But it's like Freaky Friday. It's almost the weekend, isn't it?
I'm freaking out!
Maybe it'll be sunny.
This whole thing is a freak show.
It's showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Stephen Sherrill with you. Good morning. Happy Good Friday, everybody. Portion of the show is brought to us by Another Season in DeMott. Need a gift for any reason? Head to Another Season in DeMott. Today and tomorrow is your last chance to be a part of the Super Easter Egg Hunt Sale, where you could save up to 50% off.
I saved 30.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
I picked a 30 and a 20.
All right.
But I was VIP, so if you're a VIP, you get to pick 2.
You're able to pick 2, yep. So join their VIP club. Super easy to do. Also, they have all kinds of great stuff to fill your Easter basket with there at Another Season in DeMott. So head over there, 605 North Halleck Street in DeMott. Like them on Facebook. Follow on Instagram. Also want to mention our friends over at Supercuts. Need to look good for Easter? Head over to Supercuts in Rensselaer and Lowell. They will gladly take you in. You can also make an appointment. Visit Supercuts in Rensselaer and Lowell. And if you're a stylist, head to jobs.supercuts.com because they are looking for stylists as well. They always looking for new folks, and they do a good job with their employees. Bob's a good guy to work for.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, time now for the Mr. P Locksmith and Security Dumb Criminal of the Day.
Perhaps it's time you tried a new profession. What I mean is, you don't seem to be a very good thief. Maybe you should try something else.
Today's Dumb Criminal comes to us from New Hampshire. Okay. A man in New Hampshire walked into a Family Dollar store last Saturday and shouted, "Hey," to the clerk, and then ran out. The clerk said he was a heavyset man, totally naked, just wearing a surgical mask.
Oh. So he's a terrorist.
I mean, what?
Yeah.
So many questions, but mostly just why?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't need to see that.
What? Listen, I'm just here working on a Saturday night in a dollar store, man. Do I need that?
Yeah.
I need that. Come on. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Police are investigating and asking if anybody recognizes the guy. How?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. But how could they recognize him? They also didn't put any pictures out for us to guess who he was. If they can find him, they will obviously charge him with indecent exposure. And why? Why at the dollar store? Why do you have to do this to people? So
yeah,
it's a kooky Saturday night, being naked, running around, doing your thing. I'm sure they could have had video of him if they would have had security cameras for Mr. P, Locksmith and Security.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be glad to do that. Hardware, locksmith, surveillance, and more. Call 219-866-7171. Mr. P, Locksmith and Security will protect you from people that are preposterously
persnickety.
This gentleman, perhaps a bit porky.
Well, and I was going to say the other P word too, but
no. That would be preposterous. Call 219-866-7171 or visit the brand new website, mrplocksmith.com. And of course, go and like Precision or Mr. P Locksmith and Security on Facebook to find out all kinds of interesting things. As it says, you shared this with Mr. P. It says, stay on your P's. Prayer, priorities, peace, positivity, and patience. So there you go. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right. Mr. P, Locksmith and Security for all your locksmith needs.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Today, a 10% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 5 p.m. Mostly sunny and windy with gusts up to 40 miles per hour and a high near 82. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms all night and into the early morning hours. Windy with a low around 52. Saturday, a 40% chance of showers, cloudy with a high near 56. Saturday night, a 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy with a low around 46. Easter Sunday, a 60% chance of showers with thunderstorms also possible after 1 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 63. Sunday night, showers and thunderstorms continue all night with a low around 54.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
The new Mega Millions from the Hoosier Lottery is here, and it's more mega than ever, with automatic multipliers on every play. And non-jackpot prizes from $10 to $10 million. It's the most mega millions yet. Play responsibly.
Wagner Lumber and Supplies is Jasper County's place for all things lumber and building supplies. From treated lumber to sheet metal, garage doors, and of course, pole barn packages. They're located in Rensselaer, but delivered to DeMott, Wheatfield, and all over Jasper County. Along with all the building supplies you need for your next big job, they're also a do-it-best center for hardware and have a great selection of DeWalt and Milwaukee tools. Visit Wagner Lumber and Supplies in person at 801 North McKinley or online at WagnerLumberSupply.com and like them on Facebook.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Til to Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you've got to build your business. We have to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much. You like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities.
Monticello's Sycamore Drive-In is celebrating 20 years of serving up the best frozen custard around. It might be our birthday, but you and your family this summer will get the presents. If it's been a while since you last visited us, make your plans to pass a visit soon and remember all the good times you had with us. And if you're a regular, well, we want to see you too. You'll come for the frozen custard, but you'll stay for the food. Taco Tuesdays, Meatball Wednesdays, Soup and Salad Thursdays, along with a menu packed with mouth-watering all-American comfort food. And be sure to leave room for the best frozen custard you've ever had, with the flavor of the day and a great selection of malts, shakes, and sundaes. The Sycamore Drive-In, 923 West Washington Street, behind the Bank of Wolcott in Monticello. Open Tuesday through Sunday, 11 to 9. Be sure to follow them on Facebook for the flavor of the day and all the other delicious specials.
97.7 The Q.
Touhyville, now with even more Touhy.
Everyone gather round.
I should just start at the beginning.
What day of the week is it?
It's Friday.
Friday.
What are your plans for the weekend?
Doing absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Sounds exciting. Okay, where was I? End of the week.
Friday.
Who's ready to party?
Okay, finally.
It's showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Happy Friday, everybody. It's Easter weekend. A portion of the show is running brought to us by our friends over at Vierk's Fine Jewelry, experts in jewelry repair, design, and manufacturing, in-house goldsmithing, quality service, and efficient turnaround times. Experience the excellence at the corner of 18th and Main and Lafayette. Visit Vierks.com. Also want to mention our friends over at the Good Table in Kentland. If you don't have plans for your Easter meal, they've got you all set up. Check this out for their Easter menu: baked ham, roast turkey, roast pork, filet mignon with jumbo shrimp, roast prime rib, half roasted chicken, fried catfish fillets, bourbon pork chops. That's just some of their great specials that are going on for Easter Sunday. All specials come with cheesecake and free cupcakes for the kiddos.
Oh, nice.
Specials start at 11 a.m. on Sunday, Easter Sunday, at the Good Table in Kentland. So go and like them on Facebook to find out about all their different specials. They usually get them up right around the end of the program. Let's see, like yesterday they got it up at 8:30. So, they put them on there every morning so you can see their specials for lunch and dinner there at the Good Table. All right, let's see what we got going on here as we head into Easter. How about some Easter fun facts, okay? 62% of adults would like their own Easter basket. 80% of parents admit to stealing candy from their kids each year. The top thing they'd want is in their Easter basket is candy and gift cards. Sure, you'd like an Easter basket, wouldn't you? Just a nice little Easter basket someone give you. It'd be nice, yeah.
Yeah.
The most common Easter basket items: chocolate bunnies, makes sense, eggs, jelly beans, and Peeps. Peeps has really done a great job of marketing that they are the Easter candy. Like they because that's what you think of for Easter is the Peeps. And I've never from a kid to now liked them.
No. And
our daughter loved them to the point where, I think we got rid of a box of them when you moved.
But do you remember the super duper thing I found it Tuesday morning, I think it was? And that had all of the flavors. It was
like 3 foot high. It was like 2 foot wide. All Peeps, all on a display.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, this is always the thing. How do you eat your chocolate bunny? You gotta start with the ears, right? You start with the ears.
Yeah.
Gotta start with the ears. Yeah.
Sure.
77% start with the ears, 16% go feet first, and 6% start with the tail.
Okay.
So how do you like your chocolate egg? Solid egg? 41% of people. Solid chocolate.
Yeah. Yep. Or truffle. I'll do truffle, meaning it's got to have a mushy inside.
Yeah.
But not a hollow inside.
Nope.
I don't like those.
23% said they prefer hollow. 36% said some type of filling like caramel or something like that.
Yeah.
Egg hunts are only our second favorite tradition. So number one is Easter brunch or Easter dinner. So, I think that's fun. 53% of Americans say they will dye eggs this year.
Okay, I was about to ask you what happened to that tradition because we never dyed them. I don't think.
No,
did we?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
So
I don't
here
think we did.
You talk about. So we feel the hurt of how prices have changed. Okay. I was talking with my mom about this the other day. I was telling her about your great deal that you got farm fresh eggs for $3. So
from Isabel's famous, world famous eggs.
World famous eggs. So she was telling me when we were kids, when me and my sister were kids, that the grocery store Jewel would do a deal, and it was kind of a loss leader. Like, you go in to buy all your other stuff, and they would do a dozen eggs like the week before Easter for 19 cents.
What?
For 19 cents. And then she said one year she went so late to get the dye, all that was left was like a Peeps kit that was $5. And she's like, I'm going to spend $5 on dyeing eggs. Like, that was a lot for back then.
Wow.
So she split it with her best friend who also had 3 kids. And we all dyed eggs together, I guess. That's what you were telling me about. Yeah. So you talk about how things have changed over the years,
What's the cheapest amount a dozen that you think you've ever paid for eggs?
I'm going to say when I first came to Indiana, when I first moved here, I was blown away. It was 88 cents a dozen.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my guess. I don't, that's the one that stuck in my head as I went, oh my gosh, a dozen eggs for 88 cents.
That's the one I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
So let's see.
But I had the eggs from Isabel last night. I made like an egg sandwich.
You did? Yeah.
And were they good?
Yeah.
Farm fresh eggs. Can't beat it.
The White House Easter egg roll will have 30,000 eggs this year. The American Egg Board has been donating them for 5 decades. So, Easter Sunday is the most popular church day of the year, followed by Christmas Eve and Mother's Day. So, Easter greeting cards, they say, are still a big deal. If you couldn't find one you liked, Hallmark has 273 different Easter cards this year. We just found a Hallmark store the other day. Hadn't seen one in years.
Yeah.
So, and lastly, would you want to do an Easter egg hunt as an adult?
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Like, almost like a scavenger hunt. Like, if
Yeah.
there's a big one. Yeah. 57% of adults would like to do an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah.
So, all right. I thought this was kind of interesting when I saw the headline. And I thought we'd dive into this because it's something that you and I rarely do on the show is talk about food. So,
shocking.
Foods that have the widest swing between being good and bad. So I'm going to give you an example, okay? Like,
chili.
Okay, so now you get it then.
I get it. Like you
you
go
can go
from
one place,
or you go from is this good?
Yes.
Yes. So now I'm pizza.
Yeah. See, and for me,
Pizza
I like
for sure.
I like all kinds of pizza. Like I'm
Did
not
you
the good barometer for it because
barometer. But did you try it? Did you try it in Vegas?
I think you and I did have pizza one time.
Horrific.
I think we just had like a slice at the MGM one night at like 2:00 in the morning.
Horrific.
Like,
and I thought it had to have changed over the years because when I first started going to Vegas years and years ago, it was like cardboard horrid. Like it was worse than Domino's or something. It was horrible.
Yeah.
And then then we had it and it was still horrible.
Yeah. So yeah, but I
would say pizza has that swing.
And I like pizza so much that, it's got to be really bad for me to not want it.
But I love anything from Jack's to Lou Malnati's.
Right. And I know the difference. Like I can know good pizza over,
Yeah.
okay pizza and still like it. Yeah.
I like a good cracker, kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So
okay, top 10. Did you say 10?
I think it is. It's actually giving me 15.
All right.
Okay.
So let's go. What do you think? Before you look, do you have any thoughts on food that swings from one end to the other?
I don't know. Burgers for me. Like I can have a great burger, and I
Are
can
there
have
bad
a
burgers?
Bad burger. Like just
I don't eat burgers
just
a lot.
A burnt
to be
thin patty. Just like
Okay. I was the only one who didn't like Shoop's burgers. I don't like crusty caca on
like
mine.
you don't like smash burgers.
I
Like,
don't.
I don't really like smash burgers either.
Because people are like In-N-Out burger.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I
And
don't
I'm
really like smash burgers.
Ew?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Sausage, like breakfast sausage.
I do believe you there. I almost said that because I could have like really thick, tasteless sausage and go blech.
Yep.
Or like Johnsonville breakfast sausage, or
I'm hooked on Bob Evans.
Bob Evans.
It's
Bob
original.
Evans down on the
I don't want your
farm.
weird, perfumey maple in there that's weird.
No,
like, I don't
get
want any
your
of that.
maple out of here. No, take your maple out.
Get your
Goodbye.
maple out of here.
Right.
All right. Let's see what folks on Reddit have said.
Okay.
Okay. Bear meat. Yeah.
Okay. All right. No.
Never had it. Yeah. Oh, okay. I will agree with this. French fries.
Yes.
You can have great French fries, and
Or
you can have terrible
really
French
bad
fries.
ones. Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't know why. French fry wise, crinkle cut. Yuck.
Yeah, you don't like that, huh?
Don't like it.
You know where I like it a lot? Like it just fits.
Red Robin?
Portillo's.
Oh.
No, Red Robin's,
Portillo's?
it's always onion rings for me. Red Robin has the bottomless fries, and
Yeah,
I only think they do that trying to dissuade you from the onion rings. Get the onion rings.
Yeah.
mean, that's-
Yeah.
So onion ring tower.
Get the ahi tuna steak sandwich.
No, don't be silly.
Which they discontinued. So
You're at Portillo's.
Portillo's,
Yeah,
yeah.
you jumped it because we were on
Yeah.
Red Robin. We were talking about the fries.
Yeah,
But yeah. Scrambled eggs. You can do bad scrambled eggs. Not so often. I don't think there's a wide swing. I think it's either good or bad. Like if it's bad, it's bad.
True.
You know?
Yeah, because I didn't know that there shouldn't be brown stuff in the eggs.
Yeah.
Till I got to be a big girl.
Yeah.
And moved out.
Yeah. Brussels sprouts.
They're awful
Yeah,
everywhere.
I don't know if they're ever good. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get it though. Some people love them.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had them with bacon and they still taste like bacon flavored caca.
Yes. This one, 100% French onion soup.
Oh yeah. Some
I've
of it
had
is
delicious.
Yeah.
And some is like dishwash.
Yeah.
Blech. I've had some really good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Soup in general. I would say you could do that.
Yeah.
Nachos. I don't think I've ever had bad nachos. I don't think.
Well, if the cheese is blubbery, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't keep your canned stuff away from me. Like, don't.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Chicken breast.
Like the guy who fired you.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Steve's fired. Goodbye.
Steve's fired. Goodbye.
Steve fired. Goodbye. Steve's fired right now. Goodbye. Chicken. I could have a really good apple, and I could have like just a mushy apple. You know?
Yeah.
And
agreed.
I'll go with that with any kind of fruit. Everybody likes their fruit different, you know.
Yeah.
Like
our bananas.
a good ripe banana. Like I
yeah.
could almost just slightly off the green, and I'm good. You know. I'll go the same with pickles, but again, that's just taste preference. You know.
Right, because even though they say garlic, sometimes it's like I like gherkins, like kosher dill.
Yeah.
And you like cucumber dill. You like the big barrel pickles.
Yeah. Okay, now this is going to be funny for me. Mac and cheese.
No.
For me,
I'll eat it all.
For me, I would prefer a Kraft, a Velveeta, Cracker Barrel, like at home mac and cheese out of the box, than to a fancy restaurant. We've got our
and don't put bacon in it. Don't. But Lux is the best. Lux Central in Phoenix.
Didn't do it for me.
Yeah, counting the days to see Harley, and we're going to Lux straight from the airport.
Yeah. For me, it was just it's mac and cheese. Yeah, it was just one of those things that I was just like.
And I get jalapenos and grilled chicken in it.
Yeah, see, that's
Yeah.
No, thanks.
But it's a bechamel one.
Yeah.
So it's not blubbery nonsense.
Yeah, I think I don't like that as much as I like blubbery nonsense.
Yeah.
Tomatoes, I guess. You know, I mean, it's just a ripeness thing, I suppose. You know, I don't know that really, was one of those like really good.
I'm making that for lunch.
So
for us.
Oh yeah,
blistered tomato.
All right, who knew?
With garlic and basil.
All right, well, awesome. Okay, I disagree with this. I've never had a bad coffee, Dunkin' coffee. Never had bad Dunkin' coffee.
So they're specific to Dunkin'?
They're specifically saying
okay,
Dunkin' coffee.
because I do believe coffee can be bad to good, but Dunkin' coffee, I've never had bad Dunkin' coffee. It's my favorite. Honestly, it's my favorite backup coffee if I'm trying to get everybody in agreement. Like it's smooth. It's not too it's like the Three Bears. It's not too strong. It's not weak. Yeah.
Huh. All right.
Yeah, I've never had bad Dunkin' coffee.
Yeah, me either. Okay, so fruit, like I was saying, peaches. Sometimes they're delicious and wonderful and juicy and sweet.
And sometimes they're caca.
They're like mealy and
yeah.
Yep, no good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I've never had it. Salmon. Is there good salmon and bad salmon?
I've never had good salmon. I hate salmon, period, other than lox.
Yeah, so we're no good on that.
Smoked salmon.
I've never had this that I like either. So, other people would have to say coleslaw.
I'm trying to think. I'm not a coleslaw person at all.
But it made me think of something else for me. Potato salad.
Yes.
That's my number one on the list.
Yes.
I can have potato salad that I absolutely love.
My own.
Homemade? Yours?
Homemade.
Mine?
Yeah. Yours.
That I got mine off the internet. Grandma's best potato salad. And I just slightly tweak it.
What's your secret ingredient? And then I'll know if I like it.
I don't know if it's secret. It's it's just
mustard.
It's mustard. It's celery. It's potatoes.
Dill.
It's
gotta have dill.
Mayonnaise. It's eggs. It's you gotta have potatoes.
Dill, celery. Gotta have the crunch.
See, I don't do the dill like
but in
you do.
small,
Yep.
small pieces of crunch. Not, I don't want
Yes.
great big
Yes,
pieces
thin
of celery.
celery,
Just,
yep.
I want small little bite size where I can't even tell what it is. It's just giving me the crunch.
Yeah. Tina says KFC coleslaw is the best. She likes their coleslaw. So,
I don't know that I've ever had it.
My mom was mad. She got hit by the Cheryl curse. We went to Chili's when we were in Florida, and they stopped serving her coleslaw. They stopped doing coleslaw. She loves their coleslaw. So for me, there's a grocery store up near my parents' house called Happy Foods, and I love their coleslaw or their potato salad. I would get it every time I would go up there. They would bring it to me when they would come down to wherever I was living. I love it, love it, love it. And I very rarely would like any grocery store potato salad. I just can't find it the way I like it. I don't know what it is.
Here's my deal with potato salad. Do not throw in a whole jug of mayo. I don't need to be swimming in it.
Yeah.
I didn't order soup. I ordered potato salad.
Doesn't need a lot of mustard either.
It doesn't either.
To give it that flavor. Yep.
Just enough. Yeah.
Tina says chicken bacon ranch mac and cheese from Fenwick's is amazing. She says I leave off the ranch though. So
chicken bacon. Oh, I didn't even know they had that. I haven't seen a Fenwick's menu in forever.
Yeah, we haven't been in a long time. Yeah. Gina says Popeye's coleslaw is good too. So
Popeyes, I used to love their dirty rice.
Yeah,
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that dirty rice.
I was trying to convince everybody to do Popeyes when I was in Florida because we were eating out all the time, just because we were always on the go.
Yeah.
And no one else wanted it. And I was like, oh, bummer, because I haven't had Popeyes in forever. So last one on the list, and this is 100% true, it wouldn't affect you, watermelon. So I've had delicious watermelon, and you and I just got a watermelon from Costco, and it was horrible. It was so you can get really, really good watermelon, or just like blah. So there you go.
I don't eat watermelon. It's one of those things.
No, it's wild. So Julie says best mac and cheese is baked in the oven. So I don't know that I've ever done it baked in the oven.
Well, I like my mac and cheese like creamy. I don't like stuff on top. I don't like to bake it with cheese on top.
Like a crusty cheese on top.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah. That's how I like lasagna.
But I don't like baked
mastacholi
either.
Oh, baked mastacholi, one of my favorites.
Got it.
All right, let's take a break. Then we come back and we end on a high note with your song and your stuff.
Strack Van Til.
I'll find out when we come back. Yeah, all right, we'll do that too. All right, stick around.
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities.
Spring has sprung at another season in DeMotte. Everywhere you turn are the tastes, smells, feels of spring. New candles from Swan Creek, charcuterie goodies including dips, chocolates, drink mixes, snack items, and more. At another season, there's no need to wait for April showers. Forever flowers are always in bloom. Easter is on its way, and another season has gifts that'll make the Easter Bunny jealous. Hop on in and shop today. Another Season, 605 North Halleck Street in DeMotte. Visit online at anotherseasonfloral.com. Like them on Facebook and follow on Instagram.
Are you ready for a mouthful of deliciousness? The Good Table in Kentland is bringing back the crave-worthy pizza. Straight to your doorstep, yes, we deliver. Available Thursdays through Sundays between 4 and 8 p.m. A minimum order of $20 for out-of-town deliveries with a $1.50 delivery fee in town and $5 out of town. Call 219-474-3245. The Good Table. Good food, good friends, good times, and now good pizza delivered straight to your door.
Now is the time to get to Steve's Specialized Services in Rensselaer. They have extended the special Home and Garden Expo prices on Bad Boy mowers and Bandits. You can get those prices now through April 30th. Don't wait. Stop by and test drive them today. Single and crew cabs available. Easy financing is available. Steve's Specialized Services on 231 in Rensselaer. Like them on Facebook or visit stevesspecialized.com.
Hi, this is Cole Reisner. What are your insurance needs and how can we help? At Gutwein and Reisner Insurance Agency, we always put our customers first. By listening to your needs, we can offer the right protection for you. Whether it's home, auto, crop, business, or farm insurance, Gutwein and Reisner Insurance Agency is there for you with personalized service through Indiana Farmers Insurance. Contact us at 219-866-5854 or visit us on the Courthouse Square along the bricks on Harrison Street.
It's a no-brainer if you're looking for lawn equipment. There's only one place to go. Anderson Outdoor Power in DeMont. Big dealer inventory, small town attitude. Yet the same prices as the big box stores. We don't just roll your mower into the truck. We offer free setup and delivery on new equipment and free pickup and delivery on warranty repairs. You'll deal with the same people every time you call and have been for over 38 years. Anderson Outdoor Power Equipment, a cut above the rest.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
Most protein bars are packed with sugar, carbs, and unpronounceable ingredients. There's a much better option. I'm Will, and I crafted IQ Bar plant protein bars with clean, functional, delicious ingredients to empower doers like you with superior brain and body fuel.
Now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text EAT to 64,000. That's EAT to 64,000.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
This is a paid sponsorship, not an endorsement by this program or station. Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplain.us. Texting and rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
If you've thought about trying Ozempic, Wegovy, or other GLP-1 medications, you probably know that they can be expensive and hard to get access to. But not anymore. There's this great company called Zelfie. They're 100% online, and if you qualify, their prescribers can prescribe medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive. That's right. No long wait to the doctor's office or pharmacy. Everything is shipped right to your door. Zelfie can also provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less. This is a great time to see if you qualify for GLP-1 medications with Zelfie, and all you have to do to get started is send them a text. Just text IMPACT to 200-300. Don't wait. Text right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text the word IMPACT to 200-300. That's IMPACT to 200-300. IMPACT to 200-300.
All righty. It is time for us to wrap things up for another fun time week here in Touhyville. But before we do, as you just mentioned, we got to get our winner for Find the Big Deal with Strachan Mantell. This week's winner is Julie Gutwein. Got in on the phone. She was actually the first caller. The number that was picked this week was number 1. She was the first one that got in this week on Find the Big Deal with Strachan Mantell on the phones. So congratulations to her. Don't forget, you can order your groceries, get all your Easter goodies on sale and online at StrachanMantell.com. Strachan Mantell, life made simple, food made easy. So congratulations to Julie there. All right. And now we will end on a high note with Holy Week. We've been doing it a little bit different this week.
Mm-hmm.
Same as we did last year for Holy Week.
Yes.
With you ending on a high note with some words, and most of which have been Bible verses and a song. So go ahead.
So today, being Good Friday, I am always annoyed by calling it Good Friday. Yeah. Before this, I used to take the day off and I would just like grieve because I just felt like I put Jesus up on that cross, and just watching the pain that he was in before the 3 days, I just felt, I feel awful, you know? So I saw this on Proverbs 31 Ministries that I love on Facebook. So if you're not friends with them and you don't follow them, follow Proverbs 31 Ministries. I think you'll like it. And I'm like, I like the way they put this. Like this hit me good.
Okay.
So about Good Friday.
Sure.
So, friends, if you're holding on to hope for a better ending, but your present feels full of struggle, you're not alone. Maybe you're battling through a job loss that's shaken your sense of security. Maybe you're struggling with anxiety and uncertainty about the future. Maybe you're dealing with broken friendships that feel impossible to repair. Whoop. Sorry. Maybe you're watching a loved one drift away and feeling powerless to help. In moments like these, it can feel like all hope is lost, as if the weight of your struggles is too much to bear. When Jesus took his last breath, the world felt an overwhelming sense of hopelessness. The death that day seemed to steal the promise of a better future, leaving everything uncertain. But we know how the story truly ended. Good Friday reminds us that the darkness we face today doesn't determine the outcome. There's always hope, and it's rooted in Jesus. When life feels heavy and uncertain, we can look to the cross and remember the story isn't over. Hope is on the way. So,
yeah.
Good Friday reminds us that hope is still worth holding on to, even when suffering exists.
For sure.
So I like the way that's put.
Yep.
So,
yes.
And then music choice today, of course, is more for Sunday, but we're not going to be on Sunday. So it's Amazing Grace, My Chains Are Gone by Chris Tomlin.
So, all right. Well, there you go. Everybody have a great weekend. Have a happy Easter, and we'll see you on Monday. Take care.